This one little aside. I don't have hard plans for this group at all, but Lauren's on Wednesday too. We're gonna start messing with 3D virtual tabletops and seeing how that goes.
Ooh.
A lot of the dudes in that are also
Ooh.
gamers and stuff, so we're gonna start checking some stuff out and seeing if we enjoy it. Excited for that. Little change of pace. Cool. All right, we are out here. So last time you guys went to a club and blood rained from the sky, and you guys had fun at the club. No, but last week was such a wild little mix of stuff. From that experience, I think one of the key things too was Caleb kind of enjoying the blood, and it's been a while since he had that kind of exposure to it, so to say.
A long time.
It and
He's getting fat.
you finished shopping. Sorry, I didn't really prep the recap at all. I was so focused on what was happening ahead of time. So you guys were in Sigil, finished shopping, loaded all stuff up, arm wrestling contest with the assistant to the lady. Finally got everything through. Like crap, we're in Avernus. We need to get all this stuff to the ship. Made it to the ship. From there, I think you guys went. Oh no, you guys went clubbing after because so you got there. There was something going on with Question, so some of you investigated Question, and she had a part of her infernal heritage awakened by going out clubbing, and you guys got drugs from her. Oh my goodness, what was it? DBSM or something like that?
DMDA.
DMDA.
Yeah, DMDA.
I can see where your head's at.
No, I was gonna say that's a different club you guys didn't make it to. I don't remember what the acronym I said was, but I want to write that one out. Maybe that's where Archie and Nebucath is at, because we'll definitely touch to see where they ended up. So think about that, Lord, where you think you and Nebucath might end up in a warehouse club district of hell.
Okay.
And so, took the drugs from Question, tried to get her to do some bed rest, essentially. You all discussed what you wanted to do next, and you're like, we're going to go clubbing after telling Question no clubbing. And everyone set out except for Samaris, essentially. And while you guys were clubbing, sometime later, the most important moment was Samaris got a frantic message from Toro, who was very nervous that Strahd, Papa Strahd, Daddy Strahd, was on his way to check in with the kids down here in Hells. And he asked you to reach out to them, and you did. You went and got them from the club, brought them back where there was the blood. I think I liked also the imagery of, what was it, Lorelei? You had like a succubus and incubus or whatever, like with you, like arm in arm, like, oh, I really got to go. I like that with Lorelei kind of letting loose a little bit down here in hell. And yeah, so everyone came back to kind of start processing that information. Almost immediately, I feel like everyone, even Archie, was just like, yeah, I should go. I'm just going to go. There was no debate. There was no Archie like, nah, I want to be here. Nothing. It's like, nah, Archie's out. And Nebuchadnezzar was like, what's going on? And you guys like, well, guy named Strahd's here. You should probably go too. And he's like, okay. And so he dipped out. And so Megan, what you obviously can change anything you think, but if I remember correctly, I was like, well, I think Samaris would just make sure that Tamsin and Question were also okay. If we wanted to, we could say that they went with Archie and Nebuchadnezzar, but they could also just be on the ship. But then Samaris came with the group to go and meet Strahd. You all, if you want to do refreshers amongst yourselves about kind of how you wanted to be approaching it potentially, you can before we jump into the moments.
That's a good idea.
You guys made it to Strahd's ship, this more gothic, traditional looking wooden ship, but the very gothic black decor. And Toro did coach you all that, he is considered himself a lord, a dread lord, being the cringy motherfucker he is.
Yeah. Lorelei's like sniggered at that.
Yeah. And but when you guys got to the ship, Ishka and Caleb were the ones that entered quote unquote chambers and started having a discussion with them. He checked in with them. There was a little bit of at the beginning, like they didn't kneel, and he was just like, kneel, and you guys knelt. Important moment was that a voice inside of Ishka, the voice that's been talking to her, telling her to break chains, got really angry that Strahd was there, and Ishka, using that anger and such, I think along the lines of like, rip his black heart out. And Ishka's like, okay. And like reached out and kind of like tried to like hit Strahd, shove him. Bad strength test contested against him. He kind of like pushed you back and had been complimenting you on your strength because he was like, I heard you killed a goddess of dragons. He's like, okay, maybe you're not so strong, as he kind of pushed you back down onto the ground and you kind of stood up. He started kind of just inquiring about what you guys have been doing. And when we ended, the last line, essentially, in an important moment, was he seems to be interested in the Book of Vile Darkness. So, yeah, so I'll pause there. Anybody else want to mention anything from last week before you guys can also talk above table what you had talked about before, if need be, and such?
Wait, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I must have been. I remember I was a little bit tired.
Oh
The
yeah,
last,
you
like, 5
were. Yeah,
minutes.
you were nobbing out. Yep.
So could you just review real quick?
He was interested in the Book of Vile Darkness.
Yeah, I don't remember exactly the words, but that's kind of literally how we ended. He's like,
Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be the exact words, but
Yeah.
the last thing I remember really clearly was like the introductions, and like all of us were quiet while Caleb was starting to talk to him. But like, so what exactly did he?
literally all I honestly, the only thing he said was
Okay.
like, so there's this book of vile darkness I want to talk to you about, and then we ended the session. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yep. You knew about the race.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been very clear that he's been receiving information from Toro. One interesting detail, though, is Toro has not mentioned Archie to him, and so according to Toro, at least, yeah. Funny enough, I really gotta pee. I drank way too much coffee and water beforehand. I'm gonna run
Right,
so you guys can also start talking to amongst yourselves.
Pete race.
Oh, that is what I'm gonna talk.
I think Warden promised to shut up,
Yeah.
so I've been silent.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
you guys
Maris
are
would
outside the
definitely
room.
be quiet also.
I think it's only Ishka and Caleb who
Yeah,
are in for the
we're in
squad
the
right
room.
now.
They
Yeah,
were
everybody
the-
else is
they were
out
the
on
only
the
ones
deck,
invited back, so the rest of us are waiting awkwardly.
just standing awkwardly with all the fucking vampires.
Yeah, we I know Lorelai was really like not happy about having to like bow and scrape for the Dread Lord.
Mm-hmm.
You have to play along.
I don't know how good she's gonna be at that.
Yeah, just play along.
Nebby wants the Book of Vile Darkness though, right? That's his
Yep.
big
Mhm.
thing, right? So
Yep.
I would, rather have Nebby have it than this fucking animal.
but also
Yeah.
Nebby's easier to say no to than Strahd.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But now we know also that Nebby wants it because he wants to give it to what's her face to keep it
Does he?
safe.
Maggie?
I think
Oh,
so.
right. Yeah.
And
I
so
appreciate that a lot more.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, I'm not saying what you think or what, but he, yeah, as far as you guys know, you don't know what he wants to do with it, but he's been meeting with the lady.
I
Yeah.
thought he specifically mentioned, I think
Mm-hmm.
maybe it was in the memory or whatever that or story that Samaris got where he was telling it. There was something where he mentioned that he wanted to get the book for her to give to her.
You know, so I'll be honest, that was a
Nate doesn't remember
detail.
that.
No. I think she's right. That's a detail that I've been holding on to for him, as you know, for what he was wanting to plan what to do with the book. I'm pretty sure I intentionally left it a little quick, vague. Like if you were paying attention, you would have picked up that's what he was saying. So props to Megan. I think she caught it in that
Oh.
moment. Yeah.
Yeah,
Good
Maggie.
job, Megan.
Yeah. What else? What else secrets was he
Star.
holding back?
Yeah.
The
So
rest of us
like,
here are barely keeping up with the plot.
so I made it makes sense that I think
Who was
Samaris is the one that heard it, right? So it makes sense to the rest of you all maybe more paying attention or understand that.
She would and she would have told them about it later.
That's fair.
So consider it group knowledge.
Mm.
Okay, I'm back in full force. I was arguing with someone on Facebook.
Man, I haven't had a
Sometimes
Facebook
you
argument
gotta
in
have
so
priorities.
long. Hope you
I
told
shouldn't say
them
argument. It was
a lively
just a
debate.
back and forth thing because
A
this
discussion.
person just judging really hard.
I've gotten into 1 or 2 Facebook arguments in my time.
Yeah.
I think everyone goes that phase at least once in their life. That's not a
I
criticism.
used to actually look for that back
Oh
in high
God,
school.
what a sad time. That's tough. Tough headspace to be in.
Yeah.
I remember when Facebook, when it was first kind of out, I was like, my young self was like, man, there's a place, great place to exchange ideas and have debates because I love a good debate. And I was like, that's a cesspool.
I got a
Yeah.
Facebook account really young just to
Mhm.
mess with my sister because she was a teenage and, you know, a teenager back in the day where Facebook was covered. I was such a little shithead. I didn't even know what the concept of trolling was, but
You're like, I
You're
was a
trying.
troll. I love that. I love that reflection.
I was messing with her. I was such a little fucker, and I kept doing it because she kept reacting, and that's
Yeah,
just how
you got to rise. I love that's a man because me and my siblings weren't. Sorry, I didn't go through that with my siblings. We had our like, oh, this riles you up, but it's so funny you did that through a digital lens.
Yeah,
Like that was like after.
It was such a good time
for my generation. All right. Anything else anybody want to mention about last week? Anything you want to clarify for yourselves? Because currently, Calum and Ishka are talking with Strahd in his private grand chambers on the Night
How were we
Father.
left, and who were we left with?
So you're on the deck with minions, right? So everyone on there very much has this very traditional gothic paleness to them of different races. But then everything does have an undertone of like a magic punk vibe to it. So some of them look like they might have like magic punk guns instead of like a sword and such. But everything does have this very stereotypical gothic flair to it. But you're left with Toro and what seemed to have been the manservant, quote unquote, to Strahd, a thin older gentleman.
Lorelai is talking a lot to Toro because Toro likes Lorelai, and being like, "Oh my gosh, introduce me to your best friends. Is your sister work for Strahd too? Like, tell me all about it." Like, she's just trying to schmooze. She's just schmoozing to keep busy.
Like it. One
She's
second.
like waiting.
Yeah. Oh, give me 1 second. I'm sorry. Where is? Bum, bum, bum. There it is. One document. And okay, so let me direct the questions then directly to, since you guys are underneath the spotlight. Calum or Ishka, you guys have any questions or clarification, anything from last week or anything going on?
Nope.
I think it should be good because we're about to go on the subject about the book.
Mm-hmm.
So.
All right. If there's nothing else, then we pull back in. So I wanted to speak to you about the book of Vile Darkness.
Ooh. Yeah, I heard about this book.
What are your plans with it, Calum?
Well, I do want to study it.
Inquiries into such a book would be fruitful.
Mm-hmm. It sounded very intriguing.
Come, sit. And as a friendly reminder, he had, when you guys entered, essentially he was at a dining table all by himself, eating a corpse. And so and originally it was just the corpse and his utensils and a chair. And so he says, come and sit. He's like, the formality's at an end. Let us talk about this around dinner.
Gross.
And as he kind of says that, in this tall Gothic chamber with his, this one of his thrones in this room, there's even his coffin. It's very austere for the most part, with all these heavy drapes and tapestries. But from like this kind of clinging shadows, this dark and deepened mist in the like kind of like enveloping the sides, come two vampires, and they just immediately just kind of like fly out, and they're holding chairs, and they set them at the table for you. And Strahd gestures to the table, and for you to the two of you sit.
Yeah.
What do the two of you
We'll
do?
wait for him to sit first.
Yeah,
He
Ishka's
sits.
just gonna stand. Sit.
You still have not obtained a taste for it, then, Ishka.
Can you repeat that?
Have you
Sorry.
still not acquired a taste? As he kind of gestures to the body and the blood.
I'm good. Thank you, though.
Mm.
I just want to stand right now.
Answer me plainly, though. Are you not a vampire still?
You talking to Ishka or Caleb?
Ishka. He wants to know if you're a vampire.
Do I look like a vampire to you, Straw?
You will watch your tone with me, daughter.
Mm.
Well, I'm a dragon, so I'm not. I don't drink blood.
You do not drink blood because you have not taken on the blood of the knights. I assumed your brother would have brought you into the fold by now.
Nope. And I don't prefer that.
You do not prefer that.
No. Is that an issue?
Caleb, we will speak of the book. You have plans for this, then? You are becoming owner of the book.
Well, I know we had to win the race to receive this book. But I know someone else wants this book as well.
As payment, right? Just for, so, because I forget, is that or is Nebby requesting that as payment for our
That was his
sponsoring us?
agreement with the part
Agreement?
of it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I couldn't remember if that he's like, I dibs on that or this is our exchange thing.
Yeah, I think there was a percentage of the soul coins, but it was very much in
Mhm.
your favor.
Yeah,
He
so
was
he
very
could take
much,
this.
I want the book. Yeah, and he's like
Right.
emphatic about it. And do you have confidence in this race, Caleb?
I have full confidence. Especially if I do a little bit of tinkering with the here and there on the engines. I mean,
Mhm.
I did create the whole thing.
You raised your own. I find pride in this. In
Do you
this.
happen to
Go ahead. Go ahead.
do you happen to know what the book looks like?
I do not know the look of the book. It has been under lock and key for centuries, as I understand it, by this wreck here.
Hmm.
And as you said, many people will want the book. But we must obtain it. And if you have gained ownership of it, you will give it to me.
No. I do want to make somewhat a copy of the book, or something that looks like the book.
Do you think that is even possible with such an artifact?
I mean, if I make a copy of the book, it won't be a true copy. It would be more like writing a recipe in the book, but forgetting one main ingredient in each recipe. Or maybe rewording a recipe. Like instead of chives, I just put green onions.
I would like you to roll an Arcana check, Caleb.
Mm.
This is going to be your version of you right now. You're doing a social check. You're doing this is your version of persuasion.
Okay. Come on, maybe I should roll it. Never mind.
Oh,
I 20 with the
Yeah.
26.
Wow, wow.
Finally, an intelligence check that actually worked in my favor.
Let me provide a little context too for everyone above table who weren't here for some of the early, like the one other time we interacted with Strahd. So what Caleb has found out is that he is a reincarnated soul of a former worker of Strahd's, a essentially an artificer, right? A magical arcane tinkerer, and he was everyone's souls have been manipulated in some way by him, and Caleb is a reincarnated soul of this artificer, this high powered person, and he is essentially Strahd has kind of brought him back to fill that role, or brought Caleb back to fill that role, and so we're seeing here is kind of Strahd leaning onto Caleb's expertise. You have shown me many different wonders of your hands over the centuries. Before, in the past, and now in the present. You truly can believe that a copy of the Book of Rattle Darkness can be made. With your adjustments and such.
Yes. Might take some time, but
That is powerful information. We could leverage this book then in more ways than I could imagine. Or keep it under lock and key.
or if I have to pay someone at the book, I can just give them the copy.
I do not wish you to be paying anyone with any copies of the books without consultation with me.
Like I said, I'll just change a couple words in there.
Giving
So-
them the faulty copy of the book.
Yes. To make it look like it's an official book until they start reading it, then they're like, oh, I bring a loved one back to life, but instead they bring, I don't know, Asmodeus to the surface. Not saying that would happen.
Let me just tie one thing into your Arcana check. Beyond you speaking to Strahd of his, of your jargon and convincing him, I got the technical ability. With a nat 20, I just want you to know as a player and as Caleb, creating a true copy of it is almost impossible.
Right.
It being an artifact of its thing. I just want to make sure you were on the same page of that as a player so you can play it the way you're with the confidence of you have the correct information.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm leaning into, because this won't be an exact copy. Like I said,
Yeah, I gotcha.
changing chives to green onions to whatever.
Cool.
Instead of beef, use fish.
Love it.
Maybe not that different, but
you seem to be insistent that someone would be needing to have a copy of this.
I think to keep certain allies, I have to pay our share for getting into the race.
Who is this ally?
Well, he's not really an ally, he's more of an acquaintance, but he's been helping us with the race.
What is this resourcefulness beyond the race?
Well, he helped get us the favor to get in and also to talk to the right person. And actually, we borrowed his. Didn't we borrow his stuff?
Yeah, he's been like our guide here pretty much.
Yeah.
Can't think of any items you borrowed from him.
I don't know why I'm thinking we borrowed, but anyways,
Mhm.
yes, he's been our guide. He's been kind of like our, I guess, the manager of the race, in a sense.
And
So we
you
owe
think
him.
he is necessary for you to continue forward?
I believe so. And in payment, he wants that book too. Like I said, if I give him the copy, I mean, is he going to know the difference? I don't
Why
know.
do you not just kill this man?
Just in case we need more allies.
Is he strong, powerful, combat ready?
Yeah, he he helped us with the winning our favor. He drove the tank around.
This man is so
The war machine.
powerful. What are the repercussions if he finds out the book is a forgery? You could quickly make an enemy as much as an ally with your ploy.
That's true. But hopefully we'll be long gone by then. We just need the allies at the moment.
Need to make a persuasion check, or
Oh,
deception check, or an intimidation check.
no.
I'll allow any charisma here.
Fantastic.
80 charisma, because I am not very. I mean, I am very charismatic, as my not so smart Albinus would say. 19. I
19.
mean, it's +1 charisma. He is persuading.
In this ally, does he have a name?
Um, ugh, I'm usually not very good with names. I think it's Algabrez or something like that.
You have promised the Book of Outer Darkness to a man you do not even know his name.
I mean, should I know his name?
If you're
If he's
doing
like a lesser
business with
person?
these people, you should know everything. If you don't know his name, how do I know you know his strengths, his weaknesses?
I think my blood sugar's a little high, so I'm getting a little bit of memory fog, so I might have to take a bite out of this leg.
Do you go for a bite?
Wait, does Charlie not remember, or is
Yeah.
is Caleb trying to make a ploy of some kind?
So above table, yeah, my blood sugar is up
Oh.
because I just formed a memory fog
It's
because I
Oh,
just
you
had
can.
Chinese.
Yeah, feel free to say that. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
Nebicath. If you want to, if it's a
Yeah, if it was
character
just
choice to not
you,
do it, sure.
I
but,
thought
like,
you were trying to keep his name a secret. If it's just you not remember his
Mhm.
name, you can just say that.
Caleb
It's-
pulls out a Snickers.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I said his
in
name
my
in
head, I
red.
was like, "There's no way Strahd can't find that out. Like, what's he doing here?"
So yeah, that's above table. That's me forgetting because
I
I
do
just
that
had
all the time.
China. I had
Yeah.
just had China buffet, so
I understand the brain fog.
2 hours ago. So it's kicking.
Yeah,
So
Nebicath.
what was the
That's
name?
his name.
Okay, Nebicath.
Nebby. Nebicath.
I
Little
did
detail
remember
though.
before it started.
I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, wisdom's always my. Oh yeah, it's +3. Ooh, I got a +8. 19.
19. We're putting this roll out there, but you have control of the narrative if you want to take it in a certain direction. The body, the corpse, you notice, isn't dead. It's been cut open, but something's keeping it alive so that the blood stays flowing. And so that wisdom saving throw, in my opinion, was you maybe controlling your hunger in this moment as you notice like whoever this person was is actually still alive, even though they're doing something to keep them going. Because maybe there is a moment you look at that juicy leg and it's just like there's blood flowing in those veins. It's one of those like if you chose to like take a bite instead of controlling it, that's up to you. But the wisdom saving there is you overcoming it for me mechanically.
Well,
And I should have. You rolled well enough, but also it could have been advantage because you just got satiated with a blood shower. So.
Yep. It's like, yeah, I just there was a lot of sugar in that blood. So I'll cut back on that. I will not indulge in the leg. It's going to look very appetizing.
And like for you, you made a point. I remember last session of like you cleaned up, but you left to make sure like look at all the blood on me, Dad. You left a little bit behind. So like as much as he pushed Ishka on vampirism, he kind of sees what your little thing going on. He doesn't seem to push you on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm pretty full. Like I said, my blood sugar is a little high.
More for me.
He does glare at Ishka in this moment when he says that.
And she just smirks.
So you've made a deal with this man, this Nebuchadnezzar. Promise of the Book of Vile Darkness. Do you know his intents with the book?
That I don't remember. Above table, but
above
no.
table, I mean, actually, so Megan did say that she told everyone that Nebuchadnezzar is supposedly going to get the book and give it to the interplanar shop lady who collects stories and other artifacts.
Really
Oh
yeah,
okay.
right.
I wasn't there for that session too.
Well, we also just got the reminder tonight that Megan knew that, and
yeah,
everyone does.
right.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. I guess he was going to trade it, or maybe not trade it, but
told
he
them
was
yet.
You
Because
can
like I feel
yeah,
like
you can say
there's a lot.
otherwise.
We haven't. It wasn't actually that long ago in game time that we left Sigil, right?
It kind of has been because you were there. Well, going from that moment, you guys were shopping, and then you're like, "Cool, we're gonna go explore Sigil." And then technically, you guys had drinks there. We didn't get an RP of it or anything like that, but after like doing a lot of Lorelei shopping and around town, like, let's go to the bar. And narratively, it was like, yeah, you guys go to like a tavern or some sort on Sigil, get some drinks, get back, got to the ship, loaded up, made it here, and so then like technically it's like hours later since then. So since the shopping, I'm not saying you can say whatever you want. I'm not forcing you to have told them, but if you think there was a moment at the tavern after the shopping,
Oh yeah, because remember we actually when we were shopping, when we came back to Mad Maggie's place, and we had the drive over here, so we had hours.
Yeah,
so
and then the
like...
drive. And then they
yeah,
all went
okay.
clubbing, and then you got while they were out clubbing for hours, you got the message from Tora like, he's on that way. And then you went back to, so there could have been time for you to have told them. Nebuchadnezzar would have been with you guys on the drive, so maybe you didn't tell everybody on that. So I think it's kind of down to, did you tell them when you guys were hanging out in Sigil at a tavern? Fresh
Actually,
off
probably
of it.
not, because I think she wouldn't have wanted to talk about the book.
Would it have been on the drive then?
In public?
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, maybe she would. I mean, even with Nebby there, maybe she would have been like, so, like,
Ooh, I would. So,
and
would you
mentioned
want
it to him?
If you wanted to have the conference? I think that would have been, we would have had to declare it if you wanted Nebuchadnezzar part of that conversation, because I think his reaction to that information could be important. Are you okay with that kind of decision? Just saying you haven't then, if you want Nebuchadnezzar to be exposed to it. Does it make sense, Megan? I'm sorry. Oh, I see you thinking. I see you thinking.
Yeah. Maybe she would have waited until she had a moment alone, like in private with the group and not Nebby.
Okay. That moment
Before
could have
bringing it
happened
up
at
to
the
him.
tavern. So, and Sigil, do you think you told them then? Or would you have waited? That was like the
No, because
one
I don't think
chance.
she would have talked about the book in public.
Fair enough. Yes. Let's just say then you have not spoken to the party about it in character. So you don't know then Caleb at all.
Yeah.
Oop.
All right. So I'll say I think he just wants it for his own means,
Mm.
or he's going to sell it. I have no idea. You said that's part of the agreement.
Very well. As long as you are giving him the copy and you're confident in your skills of a forgery,
That's based off your 19 persuasion roll that he's just like, okay. All right.
now speak to me of these business companions of yours, these that you've been traversing the multiverse, the planes with slain gods. Who are they?
Well, we have Samaris. She's been with us for a very long time, probably since the beginning that I've got out of the gosh dang this freaking memory.
If Charlie, just so you know, if
The
you want to
wall.
go, like, I tell them about them and some general facts about us, you can say that. Please don't feel pressure to RP all of it out.
No, it's just I'm trying to fight my
I know
memory
that's
fog.
yeah.
But beyond the fog, basically
He
I
laughs
met
at your pun.
Samaris. But yeah, met Samaris, and for Ishka and I and other party members that fortunately not here tonight, saved the world in one area of Exandria.
I believe you
And
told me
then,
this tale.
I'm referencing that the 1 year downtime.
yep, and she was part of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we met up with another group from a different like dimensional area and helped them fight off a powerful lich. Also another group of crazy Zentarum. Wait, you part of the Zentarum or you part of the Xanathar?
Part of the Zentarum. Well, was before we destroyed it, and I took over and stepped into that power vacuum.
So you are the leader
The
of the
Zentarum
Zentarum.
does not exist anymore.
Okay.
The Zentarum was totally destroyed. Civil War. We flew away and let them wipe each other out, each side.
Okay. That's what I'll relate to Strahd. And they also helped us fight off the god, the dragon goddess. So they're very powerful.
And are they allies in our fights back in Barovia?
Yes. We have a lot of trust in each other.
And have you brought them back into the blood?
Kind of says that with a little bit of venom to it as he looks at Ishka. He's asking if you've turned them into vampires.
No, not at this time. I feel that'll be their reward when they bring Barovia, extend Barovian walls.
And they understand that this is a reward.
Yeah, that's why they're with me. That's why we're fighting in this, or doing this race, is to win those soul coins to help power up the mechanical raptors. And then we're going to be on our way to get the Astral Dreadnought eyeball.
And what do they say when Ishka does not wish for this reward?
Well, they honor her wishes.
They do not question. They do not doubt.
I don't think they understand.
Ishka would chime in and say, well, it's technically up to them if they want to change.
There is a choice for some, and there is no choice for others.
Yeah, I understand that fully well.
If you're to become a true heir, Ishka von,
He kind of, the naming convention is like Vaughn being like of family, whatever. When he first saw you guys, he was like Caleb von Strahd, Ishka von Strahd. But here, Ishka, he kind of like, I'm not saying you care, but he's like Ishka von. He leaves off the Strahd. Like he's trying to like, you're not a part of the family.
Do you not wish to be a part of the family?
Thought I already was.
No. You are making steps to become a part of the family.
Then what am I doing here?
Is a good question. By your zeal of my enemies that you killed, I made the wrong assumption. That you are waiting for your due time to become perfect and to become better. We are not like the other animals, Ishka. And no animal can be a part of this family.
That's perfectly fine.
You may go.
Best
say-
wishes.
As he says to Ishka. Nope, he's just saying that to Ishka.
Yeah. Yikes.
Okay, well, it was a nice meeting.
How
Oh
long
no, he
have you
doesn't want you to
known
go.
that your sister does not wish to be of the blood of the night?
I would say give her time.
She seemed to make her intentions very clear.
I'm assuming you left, Ishka. I'm sorry to speak over that. Yeah.
Well, just give her some time. She has a lot of lust.
Need you to make a persuasion check.
Oh gosh, you know how good I am with charisma checks.
Just roll high. It's as easy as that.
Yeah, okay. With a +1, a 5. Wait, hold on. No, damn it, I don't have inspiration.
She is no longer a part of the fold. She is no longer to be trusted with any of the family secrets, and designs, and machinations. She will come willingly or unwillingly if I require her.
Yeah.
Speaking of rewards, how has your relationship with the manservant Torlo gone?
He's an ass, but he's good. He's been helping out, and he's being very respectful of my wishes, of whatever I need done.
It shows a certain tenacity for him to survive underneath your dead brother. And now you.
Yeah, because obviously I'm not my brother, or I'd be dead. So he has to trust in me.
Hmm.
Because without me, he'd be dead.
He has been waiting many years through his own servitude for his moment, for his reward. Do you think he is ready?
Is he wanting to be one of
Anyone in the
us?
service of our family should only need and want one thing.
When he's ready, I'll turn him.
You do not know if he is ready and even wants this. How many have you brought into the fold since you've been on your gallivanting, Caleb?
Ooh.
Oh.
Hmm?
Oh. Lost Nora.
Back.
She didn't want to hear it.
Sorry.
Oh, kind of holds out his fingers. It's like, no one?
I'm going to add a little details stuff here. I haven't been really RPing it out, but I think it's important to note that through all the conversation, he would be doing very much a weird interaction with his armor, where occasionally, like in between comments, waiting for you to respond, he essentially has like air support with like a little mask of something that he keeps taking and kind of like between the conversation. I think it's something Caleb would note, and I haven't been RPing it up. I do want to make sure it's clear that he's been doing that.
Because not yet. I think being outside of Barovia, we find it difficult for people to be turning.
There are those who come willing, and then there's those who come unwilling.
That's right. But I think outside of Barovia, they wouldn't survive. The only reason why I'm surviving
Hmm.
is I was born with this.
Roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Just don't roll a 1.
DC 35.
Oh, oh, almost 28.
There's truth to this. The sunlight. I assume you do not have
Yes.
the pleasure to travel in the darkness everywhere you go.
No. I mean, we were at Ankara, which is a desert city with nonstop sun. My eyes hurt.
Mhm.
I had to get sunglasses, which I forged into fireball glasses, which is pretty cool. Sunglasses with the red lens. But yeah, I was literally a day walker. And if you were out in that sun, yeah. And if I turned anyone, they'll be in ashes. Like,
Work
only.
better, harder, to give us strength of arms beyond your machinations.
He kind of like stands up. Actually, no, I think he stays seated.
I want you to understand something. Squash any love you have. I know you're close to your sister. But if she doesn't come willing, and she resists, we will have to kill her.
It'd be tough. She has killed a dragon god. Right in the butt.
I will meet your friends, your business acquaintances, your hired help. And
he kind of like gestures, and again, out of like the mist, you watch as some vampires come like just floating out, guards heavily armed. They're kind of hidden in the mist, so you don't like even see them there normally, and they go to the doors to open it up. I'll give you guys an outside a chance to respond to Ishka, if at all, as she kind of comes out the doors. You guys will have like a couple minutes of RP there if you want it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Lorelai would definitely like be like, "Oh, Ishka, where's Caleb?"
He's still in there. I got kicked out because I wasn't following whatever he was saying. And he does not see me as family unless I turn into a vampire. She kind of speaks all this out.
Oh.
Yeah.
Lorelai looks around. What's the reaction of those words to everyone around us?
I mean, Warden's not surprised.
Oh, no.
He knows Strahd's type.
Not you guys. Sorry, I meant like.
Oh, to the
Strahd's
other people.
Yeah, like
Right,
Toro,
his
Strahd's
people.
people.
Okay, yeah, because when you guys entered, Ishka was giving a honorific of Dreadnought, and for any that are close to that, I'll get the tour in a second. They just kind of like, there's a tilt of the head, and they turn and kind of just like make a little bit more distance between all of you. Tor's like, oh, you told your father that you don't want to be a vampire and blood of the night.
Nope.
You're alive.
I clap Ishka on the back. Good for you for standing your ground. Also glad you're not dead. A little surprised, but very glad.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised too. She kind of giggles.
Yes.
But it sure felt good to stand up to him.
Lord Strahd has a bit of a... He thinks highly of his family, so I think he might think it's an insult to you that you've been kicked out of the circle. Though it sounds like you don't care.
Nope. I don't really know Strahd that much, so it doesn't really necessarily bother me. He doesn't see me as family anyway, so.
Do you think that this will lead to difficulties for you, though? I mean, didn't Strahd offer you some value of protection or resources? If he doesn't consider you family, do you think how far in the other direction do you think he'll go? Will he consider you an enemy if you don't agree with him?
Probably. But I guess we'll get there when we get there.
Maybe sooner rather than later we'll find out.
Yep.
Hiromi kind of steps forward. Regardless of family or not, no one should force you to do something you don't want to do. We will be there for you in whatever decision you make.
And I'll be there for you guys too.
A hypothetical question to everyone here. Just for me personally, I want to become a vampire. Will that be a problem?
That is your choice.
I mean, are you gonna like eat innocent people?
Well, I've been taking notes on how Lord Calum goes about it, and beyond the bloody shower that he took, he had a bit of a hungry look to him I haven't seen in a while. And using some of the research and some of the components we've done, I think I can balance that. I'll only eat bloody people that are bad, though. Yes.
That's good thinking.
Talk to Akumu about that. He's got some great tips.
I don't know enough about the subject to speak on it.
But why do you want to be a vampire, then what's the appeal?
That is what I was going to ask.
Good point.
Strength? Immortality? I'm getting old. Position.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah, as long as you're only eating bad people, I don't give a shit.
We all can agree that the boy is a bad. I mean, that man is that person is a bad person, right? I can. Let's. He just kind of smiles. He's
Yes.
like, I'm just kidding.
I feel it is easy to claim you will do one thing when you're not in the position of necessity.
What he said.
Strength. A metaphor. A grindstone is a grindstone. And while a grindstone can strengthen, it also takes away. So, be careful.
Being a vampire beyond the mists of Barovia would be difficult. I had my reasons for wanting to obtain it, protect myself, but things have changed in that regard. I pursue it now also with the idea of protecting Lord Calum and his friends. And also to keep up with that damn boy is so quick with his hands, like, I want
A
to speak.
gym on the
You
ship.
could try to
Yes.
You
follow a
don't use
monastic
that.
tradition
I
instead
am
of, you know, settling your soul.
I don't see
Can
the
teach you to use
challenge.
daggers. I taught question.
I'm getting older in my years.
That's when you just go exercise. Get
Does
strong.
exercise bring immortality, strength, flight?
Live
It
forever
can.
though. This world is like kind of shit, man. Brovia sounds worse.
You say that, I actually do think I am beyond the reaches of age at this point.
Yeah, but is that because you want to be, or that wasn't your choice,
Well,
right?
it was no, that is not. He said exercise doesn't. It is how do I say I'm really good without sounding too overconfident?
You have mastered your
Nothing wrong.
craft.
Sounding confident.
Jack of all trades.
Above table, because he's away the long death monks, but I think for a second there I was thinking it was all the experimentation that's been done to him.
No,
but it's
no, monks at a certain level just don't. They're not affected by age anymore.
You already
okay.
there? I definitely thought that was later.
I think I'm getting close, which is what I'm
Okay.
saying.
Yeah,
Funny
you're
en-
slowing.
Okay.
That
Functionally,
age was
not.
really slowing down.
A little funny little note for that. I'm not saying one way or the other. I don't care which way you interpret it. But I almost interpreted it as the body doesn't age, but that doesn't mean that they're immortal. Like that, because for me, I'm not telling you this is the correct interpretation. It for me, it was
I actually
always
don't
like
know that. I don't know the correct interpretation.
it's like not necessarily immortality. For me, it was a living up to the whole trope of like the old kung fu man who still has the body of a 20-year-old in the mountains and still can kick ass kind of trope. Not saying that's correct. I like the idea that you can channel chi and become immortal. Like I'm not going to oppose to any of that interpretation to it, but it is a very interesting. Like your body doesn't age. It's open to interpretation. Being my point.
Yeah,
And that's the old one. I don't
it
even
is
know what the
very
new ones
open.
might say these days. They might have changed the language. Because I think that used to be a
Maybe.
keystone feature, right? Like one of the top level things among God was like
Something
you
like
don't
that.
age. And everyone was like, cool.
I don't
That's no
think it ever
mechanical
actually comes
benefits.
in.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually come in a like play unless there's like a really weird, like, you age up by 20 years trap or something.
Wasn't there a creature that added age to your life?
There, like I said, there's some like weird
Did that happen to one of
functions that
you?
can age you up. That happened to all of us.
Oh yeah, I couldn't remember when.
Wait, what'd you say, Rob? Did you say it? Somebody got aged,
That
didn't
happened
they?
to at least everybody in MDM.
Yeah. I feel like
No,
there was
I
an
remember
Got our
that
age
too.
fucked with, or maybe it
Yeah.
happened during the merger. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
We got
was it when
turned
you
back
guys were
into a minor.
the time dragon? I think it was when you guys met.
Mm-hmm.
I bet it was around all that. Was
Yes,
you all man
yes,
gone?
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah.
Jeremy de-aged.
Lord
Yeah, I think
knows.
everyone rolled right to
Got
see like
younger.
which direction they went. Essentially,
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, there's some things that do age you, and it can be dangerous.
Everything
Keep
said,
that
Rob. I
process.
love your narrative with Warden, and I do like to believe that he's like trying to get to that point as a monk that he can like have that ability of like my body never ages, like never dies.
Functional immortality.
Yeah.
Like
Anyway, sorry,
Archdruid,
tangent.
level 20
Yes,
druid
kind
thing.
of.
You just
Wait.
stop aging.
Let me ask you all this question: do you all have an issue with Lord Caleb being a vampire?
No,
Yeah,
he's
pure.
not like going eating random people, to my knowledge.
Do we know
If
that? I
he
was about
did,
to
we would have
say,
an issue with that, like we had an
we
issue
have-
with Kumu, and so we worked through it.
I
Lord,
mean, he
had
has
experience with
tried
this
on
before.
our friends, but
He
They
did
don't need to know
one.
that.
let them talk,
Yeah,
Charlie.
tell me one.
I'm just
Yeah.
kidding.
I also,
Caleb sticks out. They don't need to know
Know
that.
that.
I don't.
He goes back in the room.
Where did the blood that rained down from the ceiling of that club come from? Because I had a feeling it is not all bad people.
Correct. I mean, are you saying that we need to go to the club and shut it down or something and
No,
kill
we
all the owners? Because like I'm
I think I
down.
You
made
hear an
this point. I
explosion
made
in the
this point.
distance.
If we had tried to
You
try
know
to
what
stay
Archie's
here
been
in
doing.
hell and
Yeah,
free this place of
exactly.
evil, then we will never leave.
I don't think that that's. I personally, Lorelai. This is Lindsay doesn't agree with this, but this is Lorelai's morality. But like, like that sucks. But like, Caleb's not going out himself and killing a bunch of innocents and drinking their blood and draining them. Like, like,
No, he
is
just
it
paid
a
for
great
it.
system? No, but like, he's, like you said, we can't just go, take down every single, murderous, exploitative,
Don't.
devil club that,
Well,
exists on this plane. We'd be here forever.
that's true, but you also don't have to participate.
I mean, yeah, you don't have, but like, it's already there. It's gonna happen whether we're there or not.
It's about moral fiber.
Yeah,
Lorelai.
again, this is a Lorelai. I just really have to disclaimer that.
But you guys did drugs.
I didn't do drugs.
it was our choice,
You
damn
were
it.
there too.
I was, as always, I was there to chaperone
Looking for some
all of you
cattails.
hyper-powered
Sure.
adventurers.
Sure.
And as you kind of like are having this conversation, the doors open up and there's some vampire guards there beckoning you all to enter. In the meantime, though, I don't have club music. Archie, where are you and Nebucath at?
Oh no.
Oh man. I was thinking about. I don't think we're gonna go back to the club. I think.
I don't know, man. Clubs are overrated. Right?
I know. I think Archie would have asked Nebby like where the most popular tavern is or something, just to kill some time, grab a couple drinks.
Grab a couple drinks. That would obviously be the Drunken Soul. Bit of a shithole, but you can get a good drink there, and that's not just blood and soul shit. You can get actual liquor there. Recommended. So, as we're kicking on back, and I got my feet up on the table, and fuck you! And he yells at like an M going by, like, keep your feet off the table. Like, there's no rules in hell! Okay, you guys actually really like your rules, so fuck you. I understand. I'll take my feet off the table. So what'd you do to piss off their dad so much? Seems like a weird
kinda like-
thing. They're like,
he's
Daddy's
like,
coming. They're like, Archie, get the fuck out of here. What'd you do?
He's like tipped back in the chair, you know, it's like when someone bounces like on the very back legs of it. Not really like pissed him off, you know, personally, just kind of, you know, I guess, I pissed him off by being born.
I've pissed a lot of people off being born too. So like,
Yeah.
does he just not like muscular young men?
If only. No, he just doesn't like young, muscular werewolves. Or so I've heard.
Oh, a werewolf thing. He's kind of like a don't like werewolves. He's a cat person, so he likes Warden.
Yeah, probably. That's why he's
Oh.
a dick.
Well, it's nice. This is nice. This is nice. You know, you guys usually don't like hang out with me and stuff. I mean, we're under here at the threat of some guy, and like I don't know why I don't have no qualms with this Strahd fellow, this daddy boy. I just like I feel safe. I don't know why I had to leave, but
Yeah, I mean, like Stroud's not exactly the type of person you want to meet. You know, it's probably best if you just don't come in contact it, you know, within 500 feet or more. He's
So-
kind of like he calls himself like the Dreadlord. It's just, you know,
fucking
it's a-
Dreadlord. Oh my goodness, I've
Yeah,
heard a lot
I
of
know, man,
titles.
It's a lot. He's a lot. But I mean, he's got like the army, and you know, he is powerful. He's very, you know, he's kind of cheesy, but he can back it
Oh,
up.
like that
You know what I mean?
dictator. Like when I say dictator, I mean I really want to put emphasis
Oh,
on
yeah.
the dictator, right? He's
Yeah,
just
he
like an
puts the dick in
asshole.
the tater.
He puts a
Yeah.
dick on the tater. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness. What are you drinking? What are you drinking? Let me get the next drink. That was a good one. What do we got? What are you drinking, boy?
I don't know, man. This looks like blood, but it tastes like beer, so I'll just do one of those.
All right, red ale coming up for the Archie. I'm sorry I called you boy. You're older. You can drink, right? I don't think they. Well, no, they actually really like their rules and regulations down here in hell. You can. Are legal, right?
I was
You
gonna say I would be surprised if Hell had some 21 and older regulations.
Well, it's funny enough. I am trying to always remember. It's like what kind of separates like demons and devils narratively in the Forgotten Realms is a lot of like devils really do like their rules and regulations and contracts and things being very exact.
Oh, because they're
They're-
lawful evil.
Yeah, they have like that lawful side to them. So I kind of like the idea that they still do. But also it's like, oh, you drunk, you're underage and you drank. Well, that's your soul. You signed by entering the hell. It's like it's not a fun punishment. It's like if anything, they set it up to catch people unawares or something like that.
He's like, fuck, dude, I forgot my ID on the ship.
You're like 50 multiversal years old, right?
Yeah.
How old are you
Yes.
from? What world are you from again?
Exandria?
Exandria. And what is their like time dilation to multiversal years? Do you think you're 50 multiversal years?
You're asking some hard questions, and I'm gonna skip past this one. Okay, we're gonna put a pin in this one, and then we're gonna move on because I don't
Well,
want to.
That's how many drinks have you had now? How many drinks? And you haven't had
Just
your
one. I'm
you're-
I'm just stupid.
and you're not dead, right? And they haven't taken your soul, so you must be good. I'm glad we found that out. oh, Lords have mercy. I forget that you all are kind of like virgin multiversals, you know, out there and
Yeah,
stuff.
I
yeah.
wouldn't be the first time someone's tried to steal my soul.
Really? When was the first time?
It's some weird, like Fey prince try to round up my soul, get me in a bargain. You know, I told him to get in line.
You made a bargain with a Fey guy for your soul. That sounds fun.
Yeah. It was a good time. You know, he gave us like the wish spell. After
You have a wish spell. Oh, that is fucking awesome. What did you wish for?
Nothing yet. Just kind of been saving it for a rainy day, or in case Strahd tries to kill us all or something.
It might come useful in the race down in hell, so we can get that shit.
I'm not using the wish on the race. You can forget about it.
We have a lot at stake here. I've invested so much. I'm just fucking with you. You use the wish. I mean, I would like to win the race. You don't have to use your wish spell on anything, you know. But what are you guys planning on doing
we're
with all
gonna
those
win-
souls? Oh, you're gonna win. I have
We're
confidence.
gonna
You guys.
win the race. by ourselves. Okay, we don't need the wish spell to do that for us. I know you guys like the cheating and like the
Hey!
backstabbing stuff around.
Have I
here,
ever
but
cheated
that's
you?
not how we do it.
Wait, don't you group me up with these fuckers. Sorry. I'm talking about some people else that we're not talking about. Not any of you fine devils. Don't group me up with these fuckers. I'm not a devil.
All right, yeah, sorry, man. I just,
Yeah.
yeah, you're right. I shouldn't have assumed.
And have I cheated you?
Not
That
yet.
you're aware of?
No,
Have I backstabbed you? That you're aware of?
no, not that I know of.
Yeah. Don't you, until you find out that I did, don't you be doing that. Okay?
All right, fair enough. Fair enough, Nebby. Fair enough.
So what is your plans like with the goods? What are you guys gonna do with all those soul coins and stuff? You guys gonna start a bank? What are we doing?
I don't know, man. That's all Caleb stuff. He's like the tinkerer. I did see some pretty crazy shit down below on the ship though. So, God, who knows what he's cooking up?
So he's like cooking up like souls to put into machines and stuff. And
Yeah, I guess.
And that's Strahd's baby boy Caleb, baby boy Strahd.
They could be blood related. I don't really know because he says like Ishka's his sister, but I'm pretty sure she's adopted. 'Cause she's dragonborn.
I was wondering
I'm not
about that.
Judging Strahd on who he gets with and stuff, but you know.
Do you think she was born from an egg and he was like, I'm going to have to put my dictator into an egg?
Poor Ishka.
He's thinking about it. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows, man? He kind of seems like a freaky ass dude.
I saw the ship he came in.
Children, he like trying to be like the big I'm a big bad tyrant. He's coming in on this rewarding ship and stuff. Who knows, man?
So like Caleb's
He's
like
surrounded by
gathering
this
these
mist all the
souls.
time. He's probably a lonely guy, honestly. I don't blame him for all the kids. I get it.
So like
Yeah,
Caleb's
they're
like
both cute.
gathering these souls and he's gonna put them into those dinosaur things down there and like create an army for Daddy.
Yeah, actually, you know what? You're right. That's so weird. Ishka came from an egg, and then now Caleb has a bunch of raptors. Do you think he has a dinosaur kick, man?
Do you think do you think Daddy was like, hey, build these to my specifications and was like,
Oh my god.
make sure
What
it's
kind
got
of dinosaurs is he
that.
building down there? Oh god.
You better hide Beardsley.
I should definitely not be thinking about this.
Yeah. Let's change the topic. I'm tired of talking about Strahd.
Let's talk about you and talk about your friends and everything. So like, what, like just down here for Caleb?
My
You're just
favorite topic.
you guys are just down here for Caleb, just go on a race to get some souls and stuff. No other reasons.
Yeah, private MDM official confidential business.
I fucking knew there was something else going on.
Listen, don't poke your head too far into our personal matters. All right, we don't pay you to do that. We just pay you to be our guide.
And I pay you all to not get me killed with your private affairs.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I haven't said anything.
I know,
Obviously.
I'm sorry to go hard on you and everything, but you know what? We're just kind of being friends. We're just trying it out and everything and whatnot. Private affairs. Is it going to get me killed?
I don't know, man. Maybe. I mean, you do business in hell. I mean,
we didn't do business in hell. We did business over at the boneyards, which is better.
I said you do business in hell. Are you not in hell right now? You risk your life every day for this, whatever it is you do.
To be fair, I don't like to make agreements down here because they're so like, by the dotted line, and here's our contract, sign with your soul blood, and I'm just like, fuck that shit.
Oh, yeah. All right, that's fair enough.
Notice I didn't make you guys do a contract and everything.
Yeah, you just went off our word, which is crazy to think about.
You did shake my hand,
We
though.
could have. I mean, the handshaking isn't the most solid of
Oh,
trustful agreements. But you can trust us, of course. I'm just saying.
you keep
Like,
thinking I'm a devil. You don't know about the
mean-
handshake.
What do you mean?
You don't know
What
about
do
the
you mean?
fucking handshake?
No. What
The
do you mean?
multiversal handshake agreement binding contract by Lord. What's the name of that? There's a god who really likes laws and regulations. I can't remember his name right now. You haven't heard that?
No, I haven't heard of the multi-dimensional contract handshake binding agreement.
Oh, you're in for a treat. Let me break it down to you. So if you're out in the multiverse and you're shopping around for deals and stuff, and you shake on it, that's a binding fucking contract. And if you try and break that, what is the fucking name of that lawful dude? Nate needs to look him up right now. He's the one who created the Modrons, little robot people. It's not Primus. It's like something like that though. Forgotten Realms. Sorry, let me look into my guidebook. Forgotten Realms. God of Law.
Archie's like tipping back in his chair. Boring.
1 second, man. You need to understand how much shit you're in if you don't understand what you guys did when you shook my hand.
Oh man, let's start a bar fight or something. I'm getting bored.
Fuck. I wish I knew what the name thing was, but I can't find it. Water?
Archie starts making spitballs
Okay.
out of.
I can't
chewing
find
up
it.
piece of
Whatever.
Paper.
Oh, it says order is Asmodeus, so get fucked. Maybe that's who it was. Maybe he's the one who said to the
Well,
multi.
you
No, I'm
just
just kidding.
wasted all that time because I have no idea who the fuck that is.
You don't know who Asmodeus is?
No, man. Told you I'm from Exandria. I don't know anything. Archie at this point is like taking like little things of tissue and started making like spitballs, but he was like lining them up in a row, and he was like preparing like his ammunition.
Well, you want another drink?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Above table question. What is what is your constitution modifier?
+2.
+2. Okay, so this will be your third drink. I need you to make a constitution saving throw. DC 10. Not very high.
Boy, oh boy. Nice.
Nice. Yeah, so whenever you shake hands and such, if you guys break that, I own you. Do you understand that? I own you.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, buddy.
Cool. So about those private matters that you guys are like going on down here about, is that going to jeopardize the race?
No, so bad. Listen,
Because you are, I need to get my hands on that book, and you guys are doing all these little secret little meetings. You're kind of talking to each other and going like, whisper, whisper, whisper. Oh, there's Nebuchadnezzar. Everyone shut the fuck up.
Did we not promise to get you the book?
Yes, but I need to know if the private shit is going to jeopardize the race.
I mean, probably not the race, but I can't say for like after it. Listen,
Yeah.
I don't really appreciate you dragging me out here, taking the dumbest one of the group to try to pry answers out of me, alright?
That's way too much insight for how stupid you are.
I need this on record.
Damn.
And I didn't pry you out here. They all were like, Archie, go. And they're like, Nebuchadnezzar, go. And we were like, hey, you want to go together and go get some drinks? And you're like, sure. Not my fault I'm trying to take advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's fair enough. Fair enough.
I also do have things in stake here, and you guys are being all secretive and shit, so I figured I'd be straight to the point about it.
Listen, man.
I mean, I tried to
don't worry
manipulate you a
about
little bit. You
what
sure you don't
we
want another
put in
drink?
the book, alright? Yeah, give me another one. Don't worry about...
Make a con save. DC's now 12.
This is Lauren in real life.
Oh my god, we're gonna have to track him down.
Oh, fuck!
Fuck.
Yes. Finally, she's rolling low.
So, like,
Do we have
this,
like some way to track Archie?
No.
so like
chicken.
narratively, I'm not forcing you to do it or anything like that, but obviously he's trying to ply you for information, so you like officially gotten drunk. So like, I trust you to take that wherever you feel most confident, most appropriate for your character.
Yeah, it's like the thing where it's like you don't feel it, and then by like the 7th beer,
Yeah.
like,
Stand
it all hits
up.
you at once, and you're
You
like,
finally stand
"Fuck."
up.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What were you talking about again?
You were just telling me about like all of your guys' like plans for the race and all your things are down here in hell and stuff.
Yeah. We're gonna win the race and get the prize and do other stuff. Some Samara stuff. That's
Oh, yeah, you were
yeah.
talking about Samara stuff, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
What was her investment down here again?
Ah, fuck, I don't know, man. She probably like promised to stab somebody or something. I don't know.
Oh, assassination.
Oh wait, no. Yeah, we gotta do something about one of her exes. Yeah, something like that.
She's gonna kill her ex? Does she
I
like
don't know, man. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if
is her
that's how
ex
it
like
would happen.
Zariel or something? Because she's kind of badass enough for me to believe that.
Yeah, maybe. Fuck. Who knows at this point? Samaris is very secretive, and I'm supposed to be like her little brother, and she doesn't tell me shit.
Uh-huh. Doesn't tell you anything?
No. Nothing. Nada.
Is at least the person you're trying to kill like bad or anything like that? Or like is it gonna create a war between the multiversal levels of everything?
80% sure it's not gonna create multi stuff.
Just a issue with an ex boyfriend down here?
No, man. Boys are gross. She likes the ladies.
She likes the ladies. Okay. She's here to kill her ex. Man, it must have been bad.
Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. Maybe. I think so. Something to do with the ex. But, Samaris just likes killing, so can't think of anything else she would be doing.
Above table, I do genuinely love the idea that Archie really doesn't know. Like he's just like, Samaris is down here. She's gonna kill something going on with her ex. I don't know. They start talking. I'm just like, wah, wah, wah. I'm not saying that's what's going on, but above table, that's my own
100%.
Audience reaction.
Yeah, it totally is.
Guy, and she's gonna try and kill this ex before or after the race.
Honestly, dude, I can't remember. Like, why are we doing the race again?
That's why I'm asking you why you're doing the race. You guys, oh no, you're doing the souls. You're gonna build an army for Strahd, the evil dictator. That's cool. That's real cool.
Yeah, something like that. I don't fucking know, man. Listen, they just tell me what to do and I do it. Okay, they don't pay me to do the heavy thinking. They pay me to, kill stuff. Yeah.
They pay you to do the heavy lifting, not the thinking.
Yeah.
Go.
Did you not see me just take down that black dragon? Like.
No, actually, frankly, that was
like,
pretty impressive. Up. You just fucking
stands up.
fucked them up.
Hey, listen to me. I defeated a young black dragon in arm wrestling. And he's like, Bleh! And he's like, everybody tries to like get attention of the bar.
You can roll a charisma check of some sort to get everyone's attention or something. I guess technically it's disadvantage because of the poison, but.
Oh yeah, and he's also got a +0 in charisma, so that's the first one. Hold up, this is the second one. Oh, all right. Well, you got that 5 though.
And like, man, whatever devils or tieflings and other weird interplanar travelers that are in this bar just kind of look at RG and then just go right back to whatever they're doing. You show them.
Oh, fuck you guys.
Of all the things you've done, I love that's what you're bragging about. I think that says a lot about you. I saw you guys.
Yes, because that's kind of believable. I mean, no one's gonna believe us when we say that we got rid of Tiamat, smoked her ass.
Wait one second.
Fucking dusted that big, dumb dragon, stupid, fat, multi-headed goddess.
We can never let Archie out of our fucking sight ever again. Ever again.
They keep him on a leash.
Oh my god.
Yeah, leash him to the bastard.
Is it doing it?
Like a tie off.
You're gonna have to give him like one of those backpacks they put on little kids with the leash.
A microchip.
Maybe it's just time to cut out his tongue, you know?
Clip his
Doesn't
what,
need
what
that.
the bark do they
Fuck
call
his
it?
tail.
Yeah.
The bark box? No, not the bark
The bark
box.
box.
What the
Yeah,
fuck
he
do they
just keeps
call
going
it?
on, man. He's like, yeah, she took her like her glaive and she just shoved it right up her fucking stupid dragon butt.
I took way too long
Yeah,
to find a
so-
record scratch sound, but we got it as you were like saying this.
I thought it was a fart.
100%. It did sound like a fart. sorry, I had a little bit. Hey, Archie boy, I'm my buddy. You should maybe sit down and not talk about. He fought Tiamat. It sounds like when he like in his dreams. Sit down, you fucking idiot.
Fought Tiamat, bro. We killed her. Yeah, sent her ass back to the hells. She was like, look at me, I'm a big multi-headed goddess, bro. And then we were like, nah, bitch. And then we just killed her. Sent her ass back.
Roll a charisma check. Being at disadvantage is probably in your favor now because it's about your believability.
Roll high.
Because like instinctively Archie wants to be believed, right? And so it's like you're rolling high for that believability, so rolling low is actually good for you in this moment. A 14.
And another nat 20. Holy shit.
Okay, give me an attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay. Beardsley's freaking out. It's because I'm talking shit about Tiamat, isn't it?
You're like, what did you do?
I know, he's getting all.
You're my queen.
Attack roll?
At disadvantage because of Trunk.
Oh god.
That's your narrative roll for the boss fight or the bar fight.
Oh great.
Okay, so that happens, and then there's all of them. He's like, not to play it off too much farther, but Nebuchadnezzar, he's like, no, we're talking about this dictator guy who likes to impregnate dragons, guys. I mean, not Tiamat, like, but like, you know, like, some people are into that kind of shit. Where do you think Dragonborn came from? You know? So like, there's just this fight as like there are, what are they called? I think are the Abishai. They're not Dragonborn people, but they're pretty much like dragon devils that are minions of Tiamat. No, it's not Cobalt. They're called Abishais. I'm pretty sure. I haven't used one in a while, but they're actually very powerful. They're like hardcore devil dragon people that are very powerful spellcasters. Really? But
they're like kobolds if the dragons they worshipped actually cared about them.
Yeah, and like actually powerful too. Like some of them are actually like CR16s and higher and stuff. But this is not one of those, unfortunately. But you guys just start a bar fight breaks. I was like, "What did you say about Tiamat?" And you guys just start going and wrestling into it and stuff. But you don't come out. You know what? Nebby, I think Nebby would back you up.
Hell yeah, Nebby. Okay.
Good. You don't know my modifier though. I could have rolled a plus 50 on that.
That's not a bad roll at all.
You know nothing about me. And yeah, I think the unfortunately. Wait a second. Oh, you got a nat 1. Sorry, I was like, what? 14 plus 1. You got a nat 1 for a total of 14, but still a narrative roll. But still, yeah. Nebby helps level it out, but you guys have a nice good. If you want to give me a couple details of how you want this bar fight and the L's go for your own entertainment, Archie takes the brunt end of a little bit of it. If you want to,
I think it'd be one of those things where it's like these things. There's like a little gang of them that are sitting around the table, and then they overhear it, and then they all kind of stand up. But there's like they're not very big, but there's like 20 of them, and they just like start dogpiling and just like beating the shit out of him. You know.
Love it.
So yeah. I think that's about it.
That's just the fight music for whenever that happens.
Hell yeah.
And so at the end of the fight, you guys are like thrown out into the streets of the warehouse party district. And he goes, okay. That hurt a lot. Actually, roll a perception check. Actually, roll a little perception check. This will be sight-based. Yep. 20. Okay. You don't notice anything. All right. You guys get thrown into the tree. He's like, all right, on to the next bar. All right. That'll be enough of Nebby pressing you for information.
Great. I was like, I really didn't want to share information, but I rolled a fucking nat 1. So
You
I'm
did.
like,
Thank you for RPing into that so well. I do appreciate it.
of course.
All right. We're gonna pull back into that moment of you guys, but I really did drink a lot of water and coffee because I knew I was gonna be doing a scratchy voice and need to stay hydrated. I gotta pee again. I'll be right back.
Hey,
Oof. Mm.
drink a lot of water at China Buffet too, so I had to pee a lot.
I guess a pee break, huh?
Yep. It's a race
Yeah.
to see.
You
Well, I'm
guys
gonna go get
ready?
me a snack.
I've kind of
Yeah,
been putting them down
defend
tonight,
his
so I
honor.
also kind of have to pee. It
Yeah,
Then
let's
go now.
Let's go.
Take advantage.
takes
Already went.
a lot less time for us. But yeah, I'll go now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I believe it's already the 14th. We're already almost halfway through the month.
Right?
How did this happen?
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Someone else went to go get snacks in P2.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. I'm gonna actually open up a snack bar then.
I love role playing a drunk. So much fun.
I just love you playing Archie.
Comes naturally. If you just role play one of your personalities, you don't really actually have to worry about role playing.
Yeah, it's not very
Right.
hard to
Yeah.
method act drunkenness when you are familiar with it.
That's true.
My reflection, Nebucaf's personality, it's definitely kind of a smartass, sarcastic motherfucker that I'm most naturally fall into out of any NPC that I know. So I don't know what that says about me, but Nebucaf's personality is not the first time I've had an NPC like that. And I fall into it very naturally, like that sarcastic.
Oh yeah,
Likeable
it's
personality.
easy.
I'm like, I don't feel like I'm like that in real life. I guess I am a sarcastic person, and I like that kind of humor. He gets so mean.
Yeah, that's like Samaris is like not like how I present, but I think she's how I wish I could be a lot of the time.
I think that's really it for me. I'm like, I just want to tell all these people how I really feel. Like, oh, fucking dictator! You took a dick and I put it in the tater.
I'm not as like openly sarcastic as Samaris, but I am definitely I'm dry. I'm bone dry in the way I talk to people most of the time, except you guys. Bone dry.
I definitely like the
Mhm.
I like the poke people.
Yeah.
Poking the bear is one of my favorite things to do.
Yep. I
Not
do
to say
the same.
Samaris is dry in the bad way. I mean more dry as in like,
Oh yeah, no,
yep,
she
this is
I
how it
know what you
is.
mean.
Not gonna spice it up.
Yeah.
Kind of like Warden, except
So
Warden
like
likes
everyone
to
came back from their peas.
say platitudes.
Not the same bladder.
I'm gonna finish by chewing.
Yeah, I gotta reel it in because now I gotta fucking play hero move. All right, method acting.
Hiromi got drunk that one time. That was pretty funny.
I can't even remember what happened. I remember she like. There's a reason why she doesn't drink, and it was because of that.
Yeah. It was a little embarrassing.
Yep.
I'm over here smoking cigarettes, drinking coffee, and drinking whiskey to get my scratchy voice going.
Hell yeah.
Wait, you smoke?
I don't. That's just a joke about scratchy voices. I am between Nebucath and Strahd. It's definitely in that territory of if I'm not careful and I'm not paying attention, I will blow my vocal
fry.
cords. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the rest of you, coming back to the father of the knights ship, you are beckoned into the inner chambers of Strahd. And Ishka, it's up to you if you go in with the party and hang out with the party, or if you stay outside. What do you do? I'm curious what your choice is.
You're muted, Ishka.
Oh, sorry. She's gonna hang out with the party. She's
Cool.
gonna go with them.
Love it. Yeah,
Let's do
so
it.
all of you enter in. Those who, the vampire guards that were at the doors, again, just kind of like float off back into the mist. And you all see what we've described already is Strahd sitting at a table, eating a corpse, and those with really great perceptions, or like maybe Warden's senses. Like the body's still alive for some reason, even though it's all cut open and stuff. Cool. But you also see Caleb sitting in front of it. You know, Caleb doesn't seem
Do
to
I
be
notice that?
partaking. If you want to roll a perception check or a medicine check, you can.
Ooh, I want to roll 2. I bet Kumu would notice.
Because it's a pretty low DC for medicine, right? I don't think I'm making this up, right? Like when a person dies, like their blood
Yeah,
usually
one.
stops flowing, right? And
Yeah.
so like,
Yeah,
After
the
a certain
heart.
amount of time.
I think the heart stopping is you die,
yeah.
and that's why people can come back from death.
Yeah, so maybe
Black
Lorelai
spot.
at this moment, you don't notice anything happening.
She sees like
Or
this
no,
corpse
but-
and immediately just like wrinkles her nose and looks away. She's like,
Mm.
oof. Her sensitivities are a little.
Once you guys are approached, and Toro's just like, Dreadlord Strahd, I would like you to introduce Neil.
I perform perfect curtsy from a noble lady of Waterdeep to a visiting like foreign, dignitary of higher standing.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
Should be good. You're a persuasive person.
26.
26. Okay. Lorelai does like a noble curtsy, I will call it. What do the rest of you do?
Samaris definitely doesn't kneel immediately. She's like looking around at the others to see what they do.
Hiromi does her bow. Typically, like when meeting anybody, it's not a very deep bow of like respect, but just acknowledgement.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
We're a stubborn bunch.
Oh, I
He
do get
bowed
guilty
before, but
pleasure
this,
out of a DM having like a noble figure and then like putting the party through the situation of like, now show them respect. And the party's like, fuck you.
No.
It's one of my favorite things to
This is-
rub
this-
against.
This is a little too reminiscent. I don't think Warden's gonna bow.
Yeah, Warden,
Yeah.
you've got some moral fiber in you that.
What was your role, Hiromi?
17.
Okay. So Warden does nothing.
Guess we're gonna fight Daddy here.
I think Samaris, for once, is actually intimidated enough to give some, although it's not genuine, but I think she would, just do like a bow, like Hiromi.
Okay, gonna roll a persuasion check. I'll allow a deception check from people too who are like, I don't really give them respect. I'll just.
Yeah, pretending to
To-
be respectful.
to be
Do
fair,
a
I-
deception.
I'm trying to get better because situation like this, I like to imagine your characters could be doing an intimidation check or deception or persuasion. So I do think this
Warden's
one would be anything.
vibe is intimidation. He's like,
Right.
I don't give a fuck what you think.
So Samaris comes in with a 15,
Oh, I guess I should roll, huh?
or is that a 16? Not that like a 1 is like a huge difference. I don't know if that's one of your minimum ones.
Yeah.
I'm like, it doesn't have a plus
16.
50 on the end of it, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, I have just proficiency,
And Ishka,
and
what
a
do you
low charisma modifier.
do, Ishka?
She's gonna intimidate.
Okay.
She's not gonna kneel or do nothing.
Oh.
15.
Yours will be a disadvantage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Let me
but
roll again.
Exit from
there's
you
just
now.
there's
Yeah.
a
13.
Someone do.
Sit here at the table watching you guys like, oh, shit.
um,
They're like, oh.
Lord Dreadlord Strahd. This is Warden. This is Horomi. This is
Do the
Samaris.
titles. We did the time. Remember, we did the titles last week.
I
Hiromi
don't
of House Ota, right?
Horomi of House Ota.
Clan Ota.
Warden of... Warden, what was your title? Warden, just Warden. Samaris, what was your title?
I feel like it would be Samaris doesn't actually have a last name. I feel like it would be some sort of like these nuts style joke, but something subtle. Up dog, like
Samaris these nuts.
House of these nuts.
Samaris of the dictator line.
yeah.
The Dick and the Tater.
The Dick and the Tater line. What do you want to settle
I'm sure
on?
this is
Megan?
gonna go fine.
Samaris a Dick. Like a Dick is your last name, a Dick, and so it's Samaris a Dick.
What's your final answer, Megan?
This
is very important.
Yeah, I'll go with a dick.
A dick.
Why not?
And so Toro is like, Samaris a dick. He kind of glares at you, realizing what you did in the moment. And Lady Lorelei of House Manthar, first of her name, Warden of the North, Waterdavian House of Name. I wrote that down on my paper somewhere else. I apologize. They didn't have it handy, but I would have gotten Toro would have gotten your title just exactly right.
Okay.
Okay, and you're Yishka, the Dreadnought.
Or Ishka.
He almost said your daughter, Ishka, and he kind of caught himself at the last second because he wasn't sure how to navigate that. And Strahd just kind of like looks at you all.
What is your roles in my son's business?
Weapon.
Oh. That's
a weapon.
Go and roll intimidation check.
I mean, it's a really apt descriptor.
Oh, it's great. Mm-hmm.
21.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. He just waits for you all else to respond.
I'm trying to think how she would answer that question.
Stab people and sneak around and sometimes steal things. Not as much recently, but every so often.
I will just say this. Choose your charisma check. Charisma skill.
I think I'm going to go with intimidation because that's by far my highest. I don't think she's like trying to like do what Warden's doing necessarily, but she is trying to like puff out her chest a little bit.
Sell
It's,
your like.
As much as we like to be comedic with these characters, like you guys are badasses, right? You have killed a god of dragons and you've killed so much crazy shit. It's like you guys have the scar and that spunk to an extent. So like I have no problem with people who like not feel like their character's intimidating going. They've got that cockiness to them, right? That kind of yeah. So I love I want to use that for you guys more often. 21, got it.
With reliable talent.
Lorelei would probably say something along the lines of, I can't figure out a good phrasing for it, but something like, she's like, she provides like connections, resources, and like a sharp arrow when he needs it or something like that.
Okay.
A spider.
Choose your charisma check.
Persuasion. Uh, 26.
I think the last person to respond is Hiromi and Ishka.
Yeah, I think Hiromi will kind of follow along the lines of Warden, just say loyalty. But she'll do it in a way that's like, She's almost stating that she has loyalty to Caleb.
Hmm.
Sounds intimidating too.
Roll a
It can
charisma
go both
check.
ways.
Charisma skill of your choice, but I'll give you advantage for using the term loyalty.
I bet he likes loyalty.
Oh,
Oh, jeez. 2 14s.
2 14s total.
Mhm.
And what do you bring?
He says that to Ishka.
Protection.
I take it none of you are Nebuchadnezzar.
Nebuchadnezzar is our guide and our ticket into the Hell Ride. I think he has other business tonight.
You all slew a dragon goddess together.
Correct? Shit, that came out sassier than I intended it to.
And how much has my son spoken to you of our plans for Barovia?
I mean, a decent amount. It's clear that he's gathering allies, resources, creating plans to provide a strong. What's the word I'm looking for? Not army.
Coalition?
Fighting force. Provide
Fight
a strong
force.
fighting force. For the good of your reign in Barovia. He's made that clear.
And what has he promised you in return for your service to us and our country?
Oh, well, I mean, Caleb provides a great deal of knowledge, arcane ability, and support in all of our goals. I mean, that's the great thing about all of us here is that we all have goals that need powerful, important allies. We can be that for one another and help each other in that.
Strength.
Mm-hmm. He recently helped me to eliminate some powerful allies of my own that allowed me to claim a more advantageous position in my home.
You're the one who's displanted a whole organization, are you not?
Yes, that's me.
And what is it you do with this organization?
Many things. We provide protection services for a fee to a great many important people on my plane. We do a little bit of import export of goods that might be more difficult to obtain for the average citizen, and we have we have our fingers in a couple of other small businesses, but for the most part, protection, mercenary work, and procurement, if you will. Sounded so mafia.
That was fucking beautiful. I love it. I love everything about what you've done with her.
Caleb's like, yeah.
Inappropriately, the joke that popped in my brain, Lorelai's not dressed like this. He's like, explain the cat suit.
Mercenary work. And have you two already come to an agreement for allocation of such resources for our cause?
If not, my business is currently in a phase of exponential growth. I hope to have more greater resources at my disposal by the week, by the 10-day. We haven't come to a specific agreement regarding costs, numbers, anything like that, but he knows that he supports me in my goals, and when the time of need comes, I and my forces will support him.
And kind of like, he's like eating, like like he really does eat with like fork and knife. Not that I'm gonna get too bloody with it, but he's very proper. He kind of looks at you, Caleb, a little bit as he's kind of cutting through some stuff, his steak.
You did not mention in your reports acquisition of mercenary groups.
Well, she is part of a huge noble family.
You
Has
did
connections.
mention that organization, but you did not mention the resources that she brings to the table. The rest of you, do you all have any resources such as this Lady Lorelei?
Strength. Keep it simple.
Mm-hmm.
Roll a deception check. I'm just fucking with you. I'm just.
Hey.
I'm fucking with you.
Bird.
I do find it really funny when
Damn.
players are like, "I'm gonna meta this by being real quiet. I'm not gonna say anything, so I don't have to roll a deception check or anything."
No.
I'm just fucking with you. I do imagine Warden would do that. He's just like strength. That's what I fucking bring to the table.
Mhm.
He tells me that you all are looking forward to rewards beyond monetary value and strength, though there's strength in it. Tell me why.
Sorry. Rewards beyond monetary value and what?
He said, and just strength, but then he's like, but there is strength in it.
Mm.
He tells me you wish to be welcomed into the blood.
I glance at Caleb really quickly, like with like a single eyebrow raise, like, did you tell this fucker that we want to be vampires?
I don't think I told you
I think
that.
you, or go ahead. Are you? I'm not sure if you're asking for clarification above, or
Strahd.
you're responding.
Well, I don't think I said that they are becoming vampires after.
There's an intent in the conversation earlier. I don't remember all the details and how I exactly said it, but it felt like he wanted to know if they. I don't remember if I asked or if you insinuated.
You
I
did,
was
yeah.
gonna give them a
Rod
choice.
asked if they were open, if they were going to become vampires, and
Yeah,
Caleb
because he was like,
kind of
"How do they feel about
prevaricated
Ishka
with
not
it,
wanting to do that?" So you did
Yeah.
say that in
like
that
they
kind of moment.
maybe
I'm not
they'd
sure.
be open to it, kind of thing, but
Yeah,
it
I'm
wasn't
not.
like a
kind of
yes.
more when if they're wanting to, if they're ready for it. It was kind of like giving them the choice. That's pretty much what the context with it.
Okay.
Blanket invitation.
It's like showing off the power we have, and maybe they'll convince them.
I understand what your intent was. I'm now having to reframe some of the. This is not a criticism. I'm just reframing some of the RP because how he talked about Ishka, how he was approaching these characters is different, knowing that they have not, and with what him thinking is, oh yeah, we're ready to go. We want to be vampires.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So give me a second to adjust my brain space for it.
Because I was thinking of that context. I don't know if I really answered that or not. I don't remember.
It's really not a big deal. That was what he was insinuating, and because I remember them following up as like, and how do they feel about Ishka not wanting to be one? Because he felt like you were saying that they're like, oh yeah, they want to become vampires. And he was like, so how do they feel about Ishka not making that choice? I'm not saying you didn't. That was your intent. I could have interpreted something you said completely incorrectly. I'm totally fine with the adjustment.
Maybe that's how Strahd
Yeah.
interpreted it, though, right? Like maybe
Yeah,
that
I
is
mean,
how Strahd. like understood it and like
Yeah, I think actually
that's how he's
that's
assuming.
the best way to approach it. Actually, I think let's just lean
That
into
wouldn't
the
change
fact.
anything.
Yeah, let's just lean into
And
the
it
fact
would
that
put us in
Strahd
this situation,
thinks
right?
that.
This awkward
Yeah,
situation where he
I'm okay
asks
with
like,
awkward.
"Oh, you guys are
yeah,
ready to be vampires, right?" And we
yeah.
have to be like,
Yeah, I'm ready for that awkwardness.
Okay, cool. I don't want to just put you in a spot that you weren't intending with your RP and such. So how? So I remember what I fucking said.
"Bit of the family."
Be part of Kato's family forever.
So he says,
I'm just gonna kind of just re-engage in that scene in that moment.
that you're ready and willing to join the blood as a reward.
Like slowly turns her whole head to Caleb.
Like, that's not what I meant. I,
What
it's up
did
to
you
them.
mean then?
It's their choice, but it's to show how powerful we are, and then maybe persuade them. But it's
It's
really
not
up
a
to them.
topic that we have yet broached with Lord Caleb. It's we support his choices and his lifestyle, but it's not something that we've discussed openly, actually,
It
as an
kind
option
of
for us.
it need to be shown instead of like, hey, you want to be a vampire tomorrow?
And what have you been doing with them?
Oh, I've been prepping
You,
them, supporting them, showing the trust. And that
so
one over
you
there,
leave
I almost
this
turned.
choice almost turned. And what held you back?
Well, they are god killers. I'm not a god.
It was also like 3 days after we first met, so
Yeah,
so
I almost turned her.
So 3 days after you meet this one, the hunger comes to you.
Hmm.
Are you ashamed of your hunger, Caleb?
No.
Then what held you back?
Well, she did help out a lot before I did that. So I figured she would be a better ally, especially in a place that's not in Barovia. Because when the brother showed up in Ank'Harel, he was hiding himself in the casino with boarded up windows. Like, what kind of ally is that if I can't even take him outside? So, Samaris, I let her not turn her. But it is also up to her to take the blood as well.
Like
so
your
if I might
role.
add,
Good.
maybe to help with this role, I
Depends on
think
what
he
you're saying, but
learned
yeah, go ahead.
quickly from my general demeanor that if he did something against my wishes, that I would never be an ally of his. So I think he was thinking quite smartly, to be honest.
Norm, I'm pretty generous with help. There's not a help action here, Caleb. I need you to roll a charisma check of your choice.
Oh man, look, I'm good at charisma. Oh,
On fire. You've been on fire.
oh, don't say.
You jinxed the
Don't
problem.
disappoint us. Don't disappoint us now.
Okay.
I see your message, Lauren.
Just
I did forget about that
technically,
actually, but good.
I think I am persuading. Like, Caleb's not lying. Well, some team.
Know that reward for services rendered could stretch beyond monetary value. I do not doubt your strengths. This race, who of you is leading this race?
Yeah. Okay, that there.
Look at her down there.
Who is leading this race?
Samaris.
Me.
I am. Yeah, Samaris is leading. I am driving to help.
And what is your opinions on this Nebuchadnezzar?
He's been very helpful, actually. At first, he kind of, annoyed me. Still kind of annoys me a little bit, Uh, not the best communicator all the time. But I mean, we would not be where we are without him. We would not, I don't think we would have survived a day in Avernus without him.
I agree. He's been an invaluable asset here and brought us to people and places that we would have no hope of accessing without an insider.
He still has worth to you.
Great deal. I don't think we'll be welcome at the Hell Ride without him.
My son has no objective. You will see it through and assist him on this task. The book of vile darkness belongs to Calum, therefore belongs to me. Whether you deceive him or dispose of him after his usefulness has run dry matters not to me.
Deception would probably work best in this case, and if it doesn't work well, then, we can look at next steps.
What are your plans for the bloody feast?
The bloody feast.
The what?
Is it
now?
regarding to the body?
No. And above table, you guys don't know anything about the Bloody Feast. I've never heard of it.
Great.
Like, look at Calum again.
None of you know. Like, Caleb, I mean, just like, Caleb knows nothing about the Bloody Feast.
Can you elaborate about the bloody feast? Because this is the first I'm aware of it.
Are you not racing in the Hell Ride?
We are. Is there something that they're not telling us?
It would appear so. Upon arrival here in Avernus, even I have received an invitation to a pre-race gathering. Brimstone Hold. Keep of this Vrakir. Races, emissaries, dignitaries, people of portent shall gather. Envy. I am disconcerted that you have not received your invitation. I do not know why you would lie to me about your race.
I mean, maybe the post down here is not the most reliable.
But Metalcath didn't tell us about it. Would that be something?
So
No.
all of the so just to clarify above table, all of the racers should have received an invitation.
Yeah.
Okay.
You guys, we cut away to Archie and Nebuchadnezzar walking through the streets. So yeah, I haven't told everyone yet, but there's like this bloody feast thing. It doesn't really seem like your
Oh
guys'
my
style,
God.
so I didn't really mention it to anybody. I don't think it'd be important. I mean, who would want to go to something like that, right? Eating people and souls and stuff. Yeah.
I know at least
Man.
2 people who would
Oh,
actually
really?
like that.
Oh, okay. Well, damn.
So,
Okay, we'll cut
did
back to you
you-
guys. Yeah.
I mean, did you receive an invitation for this?
Who's
They
he asking?
Strahd.
Strahd.
Oh, yeah.
is an emissary of Barovia, a person of importance. They recognized my station when I docked.
Good. Appropriate. I am concerned that this hasn't been mentioned to us yet, but we also did only qualify yesterday. So it's possible that word has not yet reached us. But this was a bit of a quick plan that came together, I think, from start to finish. From when we first heard of the Hell Ride to when we will complete the Hell Ride is maybe 5 days.
And would you be attending this feast?
I will. As you all know, we are gathering resources. I'm sure there'll be interesting connections to be made. And I expect you all to attend Calum. As Calum, you will attend me
Damn.
as my heir apparent in this moment.
Oh.
Wow. Really quick, I gotta head out, but I just want to say that before Hiromi leaves, is the body that he's munching on, are they like living and aware?
Roll a medicine or perception check.
Yeah, that bothers me.
Perception. 20.
20. Person is aware.
Okay.
Oh,
I will
shit.
say that before Hiromi leaves or whatever, Akumu would go over there and then consume the body.
Okay, I love that.
Oh.
I'll save it in the back
That
pocket
is the
for
perfect
like.
solution to
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
The only way of doing it that wouldn't mortally offend.
I
Yes,
fucking
yeah,
love
yeah,
that
just
as a
because
choice.
that's
You
that's
know.
Hiromi being like, I need to put this person out of their misery.
Go
then
ahead and
I'll
roll a
also-
charisma check as Hiromi charisma skill check and we'll hold as a roll for that moment too. I will give you advantage, I think, for that choice though.
Yeah,
'Cause
it's amazing.
I think it's a really, really clever solution
Jeez,
to.
getting 14.
He's got style.
You know, I'm gonna use a Akumu. She's Hiromi's inspiration. 17. It's a little bit-
17. Okay. We'll hold on to that when we get to that moment. It sounds like we'll do that when you guys are like
Amazing.
Yeah.
closing up shop.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun at the party.
Bye.
Be safe.
And I
No, I'm gonna go fucking party. I was like, I love she was RPing Archie partying. She's like, and now I'm gonna go party.
Yeah.
You are all dismissed.
Okay, fine.
Word doesn't
Calum.
move.
Stay.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Because Kayla's like,
Where are
I
we?
want to get out of here.
You are on his ship, on Strahd's ship, in his chambers.
You're
and you get-
on Strahd's ship. Okay, yes,
Yes.
he will
Yeah.
leave.
I incline my head slightly, sweep out of the room. She's a little offended by that dismissal. little salty.
Samaris.
Just turns heel and walks out. She
Ishka.
wants to get out of there.
Ishka?
Ishka, do you just turn and leave?
Mm-hmm.
Rob?
I think he said Rob.
Warden, Warden leaves.
It's like just before everyone leaves, and like you're all starting to turn. Hungry and like you're gonna transform like Strahd for a moment, burst up from the table, knocking his chair back, and you just hear all of his mechanics, like and all that magic punk stuff, start whirling and such. And as he kind of like powering up to do whatever he's like to fight this, you guys just watch as like the tendrils of Akuma reaches out onto the corpse and just like and just kind of like sucks it in, and now it's just like a Kumu there, consumed over Hiromi, and he's just kind of like,
Fresh meat has been much too long. Blood.
kind of like big, like nasty tongue kind of goes out, and like Strahd with that 17 check behind it too. It's just like for the first time out of any of these interactions, is just legitimately just like surprised and kind of just like, what just happened? And
Oh, that's normal.
Here he is. Rest of you leave. We will see you at the bloody feast.
Amazing. Amazing.
Caleb, I would like you to roll a charisma check.
What was the
I'm sorry. It's I try to be generous and I gave you Arcana, you know, in parts where like you could be like doing technical stuff, but this is just I need a charisma check of a skill. Charisma skill.
Here we go. 11.
11.
+1.
He like steps over, like as he's like stood up, and maybe you're like standing. Are you standing or sitting?
If he stands up, I'll stand up.
He walks over to you and just like looms in your face.
Present yourself.
And when he says that, he is telling you to put yourself in a position that he can drink your blood.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But you can, Charlie Caleb, take that however you want.
Get in position.
Alrighty.
Present yourself.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. I tried so hard to hold it back.
No, that was a good laugh. It'd be better if he comes up, he's like, present the potato. Anyways,
the potato buns.
You understand the context. How do you respond?
All right, I would. He'll hold out his hand.
He shakes his
Show off
head.
his wrist.
Wow. Won't take it from the wrist.
Yeah, well. Starts pulling down his pants to show his butt.
Do you really do that? I mean, correct me if you have whatever choice here. I just don't know if you're joking or not.
Yep, he's gonna start doing that.
All right, I need you to make a strength check.
Oh boy. Oh wait.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. -3. So 17 to a 14.
You're rolling like crazy.
You're really great.
22. I won't get too graphic with it, but he narratively grabs you and slings you onto the table and
Eesh.
forcefully takes blood from you. Do you resist at any point as he continues to do it?
I think at one point, I mean, initially, Caleb's like, all right, just allow it. But if he feels like he's taking too much, he'll just kind of like shoulder tap.
Excuse me, father.
Papa.
So
Papa, please stop.
he is punishing you
Mm.
and is going to take you down to your bare minimum health. That's its intent. I want you to choose if you resist that half, quarter, let him go all the way down until you are about to feel like you're about to die.
Pass out.
You choose
I
when you
think
resist, because like right now it's like 18, another 18 HP, another 18 kind of thing.
yeah. I think when he gets to half, he's going to resist.
Okay. How do
He's
you
going to show a
resist?
little bit more power. I don't know, maybe a little shock and grasp.
All right.
Well, I don't have shock and grasp, but
I think at this point,
I
since
guess
I think we're going to hit
shield.
mechanics here for you. Yeah. So go ahead and just tell me how you would like to do it, because he is actively biting you and doing attack rolls, but you're not resisting, right? So he's just like doing it, quote unquote.
I might just vortex warp him away.
Okay. Is that a save on their part to?
Yeah. This would be a 21 save of a, I think it was, hold on, I think it's like wisdom or constitution.
Constitution 21 save.
Yep.
All right. He fails and uses a legendary resistance, and he continues. And with you doing that, we're going to roll initiative.
Oh.
If you're going to
Oh,
continue,
yeah.
you can say you choose to stop resisting at any point. But if you're going to put up a fight, you're at half HP, and he is not going to take no for an answer.
We,
You all are
Alright, go.
outside right now.
yeah, I can't hear nothing.
16.
Oh, get him, Caleb.
Not when he has legendary resistance.
He's used one. I don't have his token on this page, so I'm just using Toro. All right.
His vortex warp. I don't think shield's gonna do anything because he's already on me.
22 and then 16. All right. So Strahd goes first. One second. All right. And as you kind of resist, he just pulls up his magic punk arm, right? And you watch as his like claws like out, and he just goes deep into your stomach. He goes to roll the hit.
Mm.
Okay. That's going to be a 24 to hit.
Shield.
Shield. You block his first
25.
one. Comes in with the second swing. 23 to hit. He's got a really strong modifier, but that's 2 huge hits. And as the shield goes through it, the amount of power behind those hits that are not landing, you can feel how dangerous his hits are. Your turn?
All right. Dimension door.
You're in a dimension door your way out?
Yep.
Okay. As you kind of cast dimension door and begin rolling out, he does like call out to you. I guess he'll get an attack of no, not with dimension door. There's no movement. He just appears on your space. I was like, imagine you going through it, but there's no quote unquote movement involved on your path. So you dimension door your way out onto the deck. As you pass through, he just calls out,
Remember, I'm your master. remember the blood. And
you make your own passing comments if you want. I don't want to take away that moment for you if you want to do any.
Yeah. I know, but I'm your son.
You guys watch as Calum peers out on the deck next to you all after Dimension Door.
Yeah. I'm taking my.
How does
You
Calum
guys-
look?
You could probably see the his
His-
pants slightly down.
Oh
And his-
no.
His
Oh,
neck has been brutalized. Well, I say brutalized. He would have just been one instance of him just
Leaking.
leaking. Yeah, so you would see blood on Calum's neck and the
We
obvious
need to
far down
have a
are your pants?
meeting.
Oh, just showing the
Mm.
probably one of the buttocks.
Wow, that is remarkably bony.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Fuck happened?
I'm gonna roll an insight check for Lorelai because her mind would go, with her upbringing, her mind would go to a very specific place. With like, what
just so you know, I would never do sexual assault if that's
Yeah,
what you're going to, or anything
No,
like that.
I appreciate,
Yeah.
and I know that,
No,
and I'm
it's
like,
not.
I know that that's like I've expressed before that that's a hard line for me in
Yeah, I
D&D,
would.
but like, and I know that that's not meta. I know that that's not occurring, but like my character faced with that display.
Yeah, if you would like to make that roll
would
for your
assume
character,
that-
you can. But like, I'm
Yeah, she
personally
would
like,
assume-
I don't want to even open the possibility of your character thinking
That's
that.
fine. We can skip past it then.
Yeah.
No, it's just I thought he was gonna bite my butt.
Why would he do that?
Good blood flow.
Punishment. I guess
We need to have-
we probably need to get back to the ship.
yeah, we need to have a meeting.
Immediately. Is Toro with us?
Yes, I am.
It would appear we need to return to the ship post haste.
Yes, let us leave. Yes, goodbye, farewell. We are departing from the ship.
You guys leave. We cut away to Archie and Nebucav, like getting kicked out of another tavern in hell. Actually, they're picking fights with the bouncer of the next one.
Even better.
So yeah, in my brain, you guys make it all to the ship. I know that was a lot, so maybe you guys want to take a 10-minute break and then we come up back into all that, like an official break. No pressure, because I'm good, but I know it's on you guys.
Because like
I'm good.
you
I
know,
already took a break.
yeah,
Okay,
we've already
yeah.
got.
Yeah.
If anyone needs a break, I'm happy to pause, but I don't need one.
10-4. All right, you guys are at the ship.
I would go straight to. I would not even stop
the
to
war
talk.
room.
I would go straight to the war room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or would you mind bringing some tea and refreshments to my parlor when you get a moment?
Yes, absolutely. Would you need
We'll
any
rejoin
attendance?
there in a few moments.
Do you need any attendance in the meeting room?
Hmm?
Would you like my assistance with anything in the meeting room in regards to Lord?
No, thank you. That if you could prepare that, we'll be there shortly.
Very well.
Thank you. Get him the fuck out of here. What the fuck, Caleb?
Well, I wasn't expecting all that.
We want to be vampires now?
I did not say that.
Clearly
Pull
your
up your
dad did.
pants. It's been like 20 minutes since we left that ship.
Yeah, I can hear
Oh.
your hip bone or your hip joint creaking. Pull it up.
Yeah, it scratches. I mean, it grinds against.
You
the
really need to
bone.
do more like mobility exercises, man.
Also, I'm not going to be able to attend that blood feast.
Why's that?
Uh,
I don't. What is. Yeah, why's that?
I just can't. If it is anything like, I know you saw it. What we saw in there, it is not something I can stand.
Eating bodies is not. Yeah, I don't
That
know
was
if I could
not a
keep.
body.
What do you
Oh,
mean that wasn't a body?
oh.
There was a corpse right there. It was right in front
That
of
was
him.
not a corpse.
They were alive.
I'm assuming Hiromi and Akumu's in there with you guys.
Mhm.
We ended their suffering.
They were alive.
Alive. And Akumu conscious.
What'd you say, Warden? Akumi, are you conscious of what you asked?
I
Like,
asked
asking
Akumu,
Akumu if they're
like
conscious, if they were
affirming
conscious.
that they were conscious.
They were.
Aware.
Romy and
Lorelai,
I
like-
ended it quickly for them.
Lorelai goes like puts her hand over her mouth and like goes to like to open the door as if to like go get fresh air, realizes she can't, and just like stands there for a few moments, like breathing. She rolled a great con save, so she's not gonna vomit, but
Yeah,
that's horrific. I thought I had a good stomach, but that's terrible.
Yeah, it is. And apparently there's going to be more of that.
You were eating some.
Oh, I wasn't. I was in front of the table just to show a little bit respect. I mean,
What the fuck is what's happening?
the
Why?
thought
How
of
did I
it.
get here? How did I get here? What did I do?
you're questioning that now.
We're here for.
Yes, I'm questioning that now. I'm questioning that now when live cannibalism comes into play. That is indeed where I begin questioning. You know, I didn't like the blood shower. Didn't love that. This
I was
is
okay with it. But we're
You
here
have a good
for
time, Caitlin.
to save Una. That's what we're here for. That back there should have never happened. But it did.
There's
I
a
look at Samaris
problem,
like
and it's a big problem. Your father, Strahd, is. If he gets his hand on that book, he is going to be worse than Fizul ever was.
Yeah, we're not giving
Yeah.
him that shit,
We are
right?
not
no,
giving
no,
him
no, no,
that
no, no,
book
no.
under any circumstance.
When I said deception in the room, when he asked how we would get it past Nebukath, I didn't mean we'd give Nebukath the fake one. I meant that when Nebukath, we get Nebukath's help with his, fancy friend to make such a good copy that Stroud will never know the difference.
What are
For
our
however long it
chances?
takes us to stab him in the back.
What are our chances against Strahd now, if it comes to it?
I don't know. Look at my neck and my body and my ribs.
Yeah, but like you weren't trying that hard, were you?
I try to get out,
And you did. You're here, aren't you?
but half of me's not. Half of me's in his stomach.
Roll an
We'll
insight
do better
check,
next
Caitlin.
time.
Insight check.
Yeah.
Oh, did he put a
The great.
tracker device in me?
No.
That's a great
They're
question.
asking how
Let's see
strong he
well we
is.
do.
I was going to, if you rolled high enough, I was going to give you a kind of like, if that hit, how much damage would it have done? 13's not enough.
Oh,
Um,
could he give a general idea of like how powerful?
He's strong.
I mean, yeah, we faced down Tiamat and held our own. We could. I
and
mean,
Fazul.
There was also
in-
twice as many of us. Almost.
that's true. I think maybe shortly, maybe give it a couple of weeks if we can put him off a couple of weeks, get some more power,
And
When
plan well, put us ourselves in an advantageous situation, maybe.
when's the hell race? 5 days from now.
It's like 2 days. At
Yeah,
this
it's like
point.
2
Yeah,
or 3
now
days at this point. Yeah.
2
Yeah.
days, yeah.
And then
Weren't we also gonna like rob this guy?
Hmm?
we have to get.
Well, we had to get Una's soul coin,
Mhm.
which is a prize, and the book, which
Yes.
is a prize.
We know that Una's soul is powering a vehicle. It's an engine.
Right.
Yep.
Yes. So we might have to get that through not. We might not be able to talk our way through getting that. Right? Like I thought we were all prepared for this to have become a potential fight against this devil, right? Who's running the hell, right? Right. That's why we were trying to find out his weaknesses.
As
You know,
far as
about like the
I
using magic items and stuff. We can't do that if Strahd's looking over our shoulder.
what I
In,
recall with the soul coin was it was spoils of war, kind of. If we
I
take
know
it,
we
we take
win
it.
lots of soul coins, but we don't know if Una specifically is going to be in there.
And to be honest, I kind of want to kill the fucker anyway. So
Same.
Well,
Same. I want to kill
that
lots of
will
people down
come.
here.
Mhm.
yeah, when I say kinda, I mean like
Really.
really,
don't-
really
Are
That's
you
wanna.
are you okay with me adding the detail like when you're saying that and feeling your feeling like you guys like echoes of Atlantheus with like the thunder and a little bit of a rumble? Are you okay with that
Cool.
kind of
Oh yeah.
imagery?
Yeah.
that will come, but another issue I'm having is the blood feast.
Mhm.
Is that
And
before or after? Nebby,
Before.
where's Nebby? Nebby!
I think Strahd
you
said
want him in there?
before.
Him and Archie are
So-
out and about.
Yep.
It's a meeting
Um,
beforehand, no?
I cast sending.
The
Oh,
This is not
it's
that
not
important.
scrying room.
Yeah, so are you comfortable doing that if you step outside and do it?
Okay, I step outside of the room.
Yeah.
I yell outside the room, Nebby, Nebby. I realize I'm being stupid. I close the door. I cast sending to Nebby. And I say, Nebby, get your ass back to the ship right now. We need you.
Oh, did Papa Strahd?
And Archie too.
Okay. Archie! Get your hands off of that demon's body! That's pretty cool. Yes, that's really cool. You're a very strong young man. Come on. They're asking for us. Yeah, it says a lot that they ask me and not you, okay? Come on.
that is telling.
I come back inside. He's on his way. What exactly? Yeah, because I think we need to know exactly what this bloody feast entails, when it
Sounded
is,
like
and
a
how we
bloody
might get out of
feast.
it. Can we
Well,
disrupt it? Guys, can we sabotage the bloody feast so that it doesn't happen?
I
Like steal all the people that they're gonna eat?
and where
Can
we're
we
gonna
do
The
put all
that?
the
logistics
bodies
behind
and the
that, I
people.
don't.
What?
Where we're gonna put all the people and the bodies.
Yeah, the logistics are.
You know any big teleportation spells yet?
I mean,
There's the sanctuary.
yeah, but it's already been used
Fuck.
When does it reset?
every 7 days.
God
Oh
damn it.
shit!
I also think, as much as I would also like to put an end to it, that's taking a really big risk of
risk.
us not being
Yeah.
able to be a part of the Hell Ride.
Right.
And maybe just outright getting killed.
But the feast is after the hell, right? Isn't it?
Thought it was before.
Pre-race.
It's a
Damn it.
banquet.
To be
mean,
clear, it was insinuated to be the evening, quote unquote, before the race.
So it sounds like we have to attend. I have to go. I have no choice.
I fuck. Uh trying
Like
to
I
decide
said,
how moral Lorelai is. Like how I feel like someone's gotta say it. Someone's gotta say, can we really not attempt to save however many dozens, hundreds of people?
Thousands.
For the chance, like, I mean, she looks kind of helplessly at Samaris, but like, how can we not at least try?
I just don't. Are these? Is it going to? Is it? It would do us good to know more information.
Yeah.
You know, I don't like people
Agreed.
getting eaten, but dead people being eaten is a lot better than alive people being eaten.
I mean, are they going to be dead?
I
Or is
don't.
this
That's
going
what
to
I
be
just said.
some.
We need to gather more information because this is I cannot abide.
I mean, like, I hate to, like, if all else fails, and this is not what I would like to do, but I'm just saying if all else fails, like, if we really can't prevent any of this from happening, whoever we don't manage to get out or escape or something like that, we could at least, like, do, like, a mass poisoning so that everyone just, like, falls asleep and isn't
Yeah,
tortured or terrorized and cannibalized into death.
it's again. We don't know.
We don't know
what-
enough.
We don't know enough. I think
There's a knock at the door of the meeting room.
there's a knock. Warden will
Thank
open
God.
the door.
Thank God.
He will
I
peek.
open the door. I pull Nebby by his.
Oh,
It's
like,
actually Toro
shirt.
who's standing there
Get out.
with drunken Archie and a Nebucaf standing behind them.
Oh,
They were looking for you, and I told them they were in the room. Yeah, I told you, Archie. He's like, all right, man, whatever. Fuck you, Toro.
Archie,
he comes in
Archie, go lay down.
and you grab Nebucaf and you kind of pull him in.
I
And
grab Nebby by the shirt and pull him in.
would you all need anything else?
Oh, thank you, Toro.
We will. Everything's ready for your room, Lady Lorelei. And he kind of gives a
Wonderful.
little
Thank
bow.
you.
Hmm? Ka-chink. Whoa, 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 whoa. Careful, man. We've been through a lot tonight. My shirt's already really wrinkled from every little scuffling and everything. Archie
About to
killed a
be through
demon.
whole lot
though.
more.
Why didn't you tell us about the blood feast?
I got an invitation today, and I was like, you know what? I don't think they want to, like... Here, let me look at the invitation. You are a racer. You have made it in, and stuff. I mean, were you guys really interested in mingling with devils and nasty people, eating people, and, like, drinking souls
This is the
and
first
stuff?
time you have ever heard of this.
No, they do it every year. It's kind of fucked up.
So you didn't warn us about it. You knew about it.
I didn't think you guys would want to go.
How many races
We don't
have...
want to.
The
Someone
problem
wants
is this thing is going on for a very long time.
You don't have to
All the
go.
races.
Well,
Apparently,
about that.
I have to go.
Yeah.
Why do you? You don't have to go. You don't have to do shit down here. That's just an invitation
Dad
to go
is
eat.
making him.
Oh, Daddy Straw.
And in turn, us.
Okay.
Sort of.
Unless he didn't really say for you guys to go, did he?
Did you not? I thought he said we
He
represent
said, we will attend you and you will attend him.
Yes.
I'm not.
Oh.
I
Yeah.
can't. I'm not going.
We need information.
Well, how long will it take for me to make the...
No.
Well, it's going to be at Brimstone Hold, Rakir's place. Maybe Samaris' ex-girlfriend's there or something. I don't know. Maybe we're going to fight there.
We could find her. What if we found Una there? What if we could free her
Wait.
before?
Oh, she has a name, Una. Okay. All right. I like this. Is this the honesty room? I like the
Archie
honesty
still
room.
in the room? I don't know.
Well, he's
like, I guess
he
I
is.
told Archie
Archie's
to go
just
to
like
bed.
I don't
know if
remember
Archie
hearing
would
that say
listen, I
that.
doubt it.
I
Archie
like
wouldn't
to
listen anyway.
above table. This is a conversation. I think all the party, whether drunk or not, you guys would want
Yeah.
everyone in the same rooms. I think Archie would be there. He's like, what?
Yeah, Archie.
Yeah.
Wouldn't listen.
Or no, he doesn't say what. He's just like in the corner, like bloody
Pardon?
feast. Oh yeah, don't be too hard on him. I kind of pour some information out.
Oh, what information?
You guys have your little. Is this the honesty room? Are we now in the honesty room finally? You guys have pulled me into the honesty room.
Yeah,
You
it
should
makes you
always be
be
honest with us.
Well, you guys should be
Yes.
honest with me. You guys are
Hold
out there
on,
having your little
maybe-
secret talks and everything, and kind of like
The
keeping me out of
secrets
the
are
loop.
safe in this room.
Okay.
Secrets that cannot be spoken of outside of this room can be spoken of in this room. You can never say any secrets that are ever spoken in this room to anyone ever.
Okay.
Right?
I know your ex-girlfriend's name now. I will not speak that to anybody.
I mean,
Actually, don't do that.
She
Can I
looks like-
ask?
she
Can I
looks like-
ask?
Any
I
circumstance.
don't know what I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna ask. Are you here to kill your ex-girlfriend? Una.
Am I here to
oh, what?
what?
Archie's like,
that's-
I didn't tell him anything except the fact you have an ex-boyfriend or girlfriend.
First of all, she's not my ex. Archie, you don't listen to anything ever. Why am I not surprised?
That's what I
She
told
was
him. That's what I told him.
She was a friend of mine, and I am not trying to kill her. She's dead. I'm trying to retrieve her soul, if you must know.
Okay.
I
Awesome.
would like to return
Okay.
briefly to the
Mm-hmm.
you not telling our secrets part. And she's
Oh,
gonna
no.
get like really close to his face
Okay.
and say that again in like the most intimidating way that she can. Like really cruel smile, like
Oh,
hard eyes. You're not gonna be telling any of our secrets to anyone. Isn't that right, Nebby Kath?
you're right. I will not tell anybody. Can I tell the lady if I can like get some good coin for it?
Even the lady.
Okay. All right. Well,
We will
I
I'm
will.
sure that we will be able to have wonderful conversations with the lady, with you, and you will know what you are free to tell her. But whatever you hear in here, unless we let you know, will not be taken out anywhere else.
Clear. Clear. You might not believe me, but clear.
Wonderful.
Mhm.
I mean, if
I
we can't
respect-
Good
trust you,
chap. She taps him on, smacks him on the back.
I appreciate you guys being honest with me because I can't trust you guys. I don't know. You guys are over here scheming and stuff. I see you guys doing your little whispers and stuff. I don't beseech you on that, but we just have a business relationship. If you're going to be fucking the race up, we need to know. That's all. I appreciate. Thank you, Samaras, for telling me about your rescue attempt. I think that's very admirable.
We do need to win the race for the prizes. But if there's another way of getting this soul coin, this one particular soul coin we want to know of all of our options, including the Bloody Feast. We need to know everything you know about it.
Okay. What do you want to know first? Bloody Feast shit or maybe soul coin scheming? Also, by the way, Samaras, now I understand why Sharon was like, they're good people. That makes sense now.
Well,
Yeah, what do we want? What do we want? Bloody Feast,
I look at Samaris and Caleb.
soul coin.
it's not up to me.
I mean, I don't really want to go to the Bloody Feast. You were right about that. You still should have told us so that we.
I told Archie, didn't I? And then you were like, oh, I think a couple of people might actually want to go. It sounds up their alley. So I was actually planning on telling you all about it. I apologize for keeping it from you until tonight, though.
Let me just ask one. Jeez. Let me ask one prudent question.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen some things tonight that has collectively turned our stomachs. The meat there, is it going to be alive or dead?
No, yeah, that probably alive.
Okay.
They'd like to one moment. They like to cater to dietary needs down here. Part of that is carnivores, carnivorous peoples.
Why do they need it alive though?
To be fair, not all of them going to be alive, but these are going to be a eclectic crew. You know what I'm saying? And they really like yeah. And there's also going to be ectoplastarians there.
I don't. Oh, is that people that eat souls?
Thank you for catching it. I'm above table. Nate was proud of that one. I'm like, what do you call someone that eats souls?
Yeah, makes sense.
So they'll do that. They'll drink blood. They will eat it. Some people drink a little bit of brimstone liquor, which the brimstone liquor is pretty good, personally. But it's going to be bloody, and people will die, and the food won't have the greatest time. No.
Food is not supposed to have any time because it's supposed to be dead.
You can have an ethical dilemma debate with the devils and whatever you saw tonight. Eating live things.
We're gonna sound like the vegans, guys. In the, like meat is murder.
Do you have any plant blood?
Plant blood.
Plant-based blood?
Plant-based blood.
It is at Brimstone Hold. You'll get a
Beyond
chance.
blood.
All the other riders are supposed to, or they can be there. You might be able to see your competition, size them up a little bit. Saboteurs, though.
Question.
Yes.
So if we can we cook our own food and just bring it?
If you want to be tacky, I don't care.
Warden is going to just fucking turn to Ishka. Like, really?
Archie goes,
I mean,
Ishka, if you say you're taking loopy nuggets.
well, we got rid of all of them.
No, I did.
I think we
miss
still have the
it.
artificial ones.
I mean,
Those aren't as good.
Everything that Ishka went through tonight, I love the idea that you're over there suddenly getting sad that someone brought up loopy nuggets. And you're just like,
That was brings her down.
yeah.
doesn't care about being disowned.
Disowned, people being eaten, like the fucking loopy nuggets. It also puts in the context why the werewolves really don't like Strahd.
So, this book.
Wait,
There
but
you
wait,
go.
before we leave the bloody feast
Mm-hmm.
topic, the other riders will be there.
Mm-hmm. There
I
could be.
turn-
Most likely they'll take up most. You're not like, you don't fit normal, like, the demographics.
We know.
Yeah, but usually the other riders are there.
What
Who
if there's
are
a chance
these?
of-
Oh, sorry.
But-
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, what if there's a chance of getting Una's soul coin at the feast?
I think we.
Where is
know
her
we're missing
coin?
it.
Is it?
We know. We know where her coin is.
In one of the engines.
It wouldn't be there then,
Why wouldn't it? That's
because it's in an engine.
other riders are gonna be there. They'll bring their machines. They're gonna get there somehow.
Lady Lorelai is right. They will bring the rides up
They
there and
will
be shown
bring-
off.
really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they have to get there. It's not like
Yeah,
it's a
most of-
walking distance.
Most people use those
and
things
it's
from.
at Brimstone Hold, right? And isn't
Mhm.
that
That's-
Brackier's? So like
Yeah, that's where all this whole
presumably
thing is happening.
his vehicle would be
Mhm.
there.
I'm just collecting some. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm just trying to catch myself up. Appreciate you all bringing me into this. Where exactly is the soul coin? You say it's in an engine. Do you know which rider and who? Maybe the manager, like which car it's in, or on War Machine.
Do we know?
Brackier's.
Right. Yeah.
Rakir's himself. Okay, yeah. So if the soul coin, which I fucking love that. I mean, I'm sorry for what you're going through, and that's really fucked up. But from like a story standpoint, the fact that you're saving a not your girlfriend's soul from a fucking engine in a car, oh, love it. Anyways, it'll probably be there at Brimstone Hold. That's where he will be parking his beauties and his prized possessions. He's very proud of that machine.
We could use the bloody feast as a cover to to make sure to liberate her before and still participate in the Hell Ride and win the Hell Ride and get all those other soul coins, but
That is an option.
We have to
it would be a
replace
good
that.
distraction.
We have
What's
to
the-
replace that coin.
Yeah, what
what
Caleb
exactly?
said.
Here's. Let me be the devil's advocate. No pun intended.
Ah,
What if we fail? What happens then?
Will we fail the race or fail in?
No, if
Sorry.
we fail stealing it preemptively.
we fail.
We
You
fail
are
and
now
we
the
lose
bloody
the
feast.
race. We
Yep.
can't rescue Tina.
Well, Una's soul coin isn't going. I mean, I doubt that it's like what 600 soul coins is like the prize. Do we think that he's going to take Una out of this engine and give her soul coin away as a prize?
I thought.
I never thought that.
Are all soul
Una-
coins made equally?
I
Well,
don't know, but do you think he's going to take the time to remove one from his engine to put it in as a prize? No, I think he's just has a bunch of soul coins
No.
that he uses as
I
currency that's going to be a prize.
I think you misunderstand me. What I'm saying is, what if we go to take it and we are caught? And one, we can no longer save Una, and two, we cannot participate in the Hell Ride. And three, we are killed.
I mean,
Technically,
we're going to have to try and save her at some point, right? Before or after the Hell Ride doesn't matter. The Hell Ride to me, right? Like the Hell Ride, don't get me wrong. I think it's really important to get your book. The book is clearly important. But I've always thought that the prime objective was Una
It is.
and making sure. Yeah, so we have to go after her at some point.
But
Hell ride is not the way that we get here. It's just our
ripping the
ticket
soul
into the
coin
house.
out of that engine during the hell ride would not cause the entirety of an entire blood feast to collapse upon us
Can
if we
I?
failed. Does that make sense?
Can I just?
That
Can I
means
just?
the same people will be at the hell ride, right?
I want to
But we
make
will
sure.
be allowed to take what we want. Sorry, Nebby.
No, we are. I respect you always focus on Samaras' friend. I think that's very important, and I think that should be one of the goals. All right, honesty time. All right, you all have been very honest with me, and I appreciate it. So I hope you guys know this. I don't want the book for myself. Right? You might not believe this, okay? But I don't want anyone to have it, especially bad people, especially all the bad people coming to hell for this once in a millennia opportunity to get their hands on the book of fucking vile darkness. So, my main objective down here is to get it and put it in a safe place. You all know the lady?
Yes.
I'm going to put it in her safekeeping.
Good.
There. Honesty.
That's a great place for it, honestly.
Thank you.
And
As long as
I
she does
can
not sell it.
confirm he's telling the truth.
What, are you a
Good
lie
to hear.
detector?
Yes.
No.
Yes, she is.
Wait, she says yes, you say no. You're lying! Wait, that's not, it doesn't do with being a lying
Somebody's
detector.
lying.
Somebody's lying.
Yeah.
This is the room
Samara's
of
just like-
honesty.
be like,
We are in the
and
room of
look
honesty.
at Lorelai and be like,
Lorelai like winks at you. Be like, yeah, of course she's a lie detector. How do you think we know when people are lying to us? Obviously.
What else have I lied to you about, Samaras? Prove it.
Do you count lie by omission?
No. That's an ethical debate.
Well, that's nonsense. Okay.
I don't need to prove my skills to you right now. Just this is not a performance. I was just trying to help my friends know that you're telling the truth. And thank you for sharing that with us and your honesty as well.
Thank you, lie detector. I appreciate that.
Now, another bit of honesty, more information. Right. Both Warden and Lorelai bring up important points. We have the opportunity to try to steal her soul coin before. That could put the Hell Ride in jeopardy, and we could not succeed. But also, if we win the Hell Ride, we don't know if that means getting her soul coin specifically. Is that correct?
Right. We're only guaranteed a number of soul coins. There's no guarantee hers will be in there.
Well, here's again. It is in that engine, no?
It's one of his engines. Like one of people here use soul coins for everything, right? To power their engines, their cars, to power a bunch of stuff for currency. It's not. We're not guaranteed that he's not gonna. It's like asking. He's a millionaire essentially, right? He's probably got the equivalent of 13 Ferraris in a garage on his premises, right? She
That's
might
fair.
be in one of those. We don't. It's not the war machine that we know she's in.
Is
That's
that
fair?
Wait. Is that true? We don't know if it's a war machine. It's just a engine.
It's just
I thought we did know it
Thought
was a war
implied
machine.
that it was in the war machine.
So I don't remember all the exact RP, but she definitely was being used to power a machine.
Something big.
And I do think there was enough there for it to insinuate that it was something like she wasn't just a generator powering the dam on the property. Like she was being used as a weapon of some sort. I think
some
that
kind
was
of weapon, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't. He doesn't have a war machine that he's like. This is the owner, the guy who's hosting it. He's not.
Oh no, he's got one in the race. Mm-hmm.
He has one in the race. Which one?
Oh yeah. I don't know the name of the cars, but the
I was assuming we were going to rip his ride to shreds during the hell ride and take it.
No,
that can happen.
We're trying to win the hell ride.
I know we can do both.
No, that happens during. Warden's right.
Yeah,
During the race, people will
remember.
tear each other apart. That's a part
Yes,
of it.
Okay.
it's a
It's
spoils
really
of war
yeah.
thing. I remember it.
Yeah, more last
They
person
try to prove it
standing than
is.
like I came in first. No, if you get in first at the finish line and there's two more, where
That's what I
everyone's like,
assumed.
only one can be standing. Once
And
the
above
car is out
table,
of
Megan's
commission,
been
out.
picturing a Furiosa moment where she's hanging from the bottom of
Yep. The
the
truck.
work machine. Yeah, like fucking up the engine and stealing the soul coin.
Exactly,
Mhm.
exactly
So we
what I
do okay.
pictured.
So we have to do that with. We have to make sure to destroy his war machine.
Yes.
It could be in another machine.
Yeah, narratively,
Stuffed in
you
one
guys don't
machine.
know that. What would Nate would do with it? That's a cool question.
Well, you know what, lower life, you can stomach it. Could be some information hunting to be done there, but again, I wouldn't expect that of you because I don't want to be there myself.
No, I don't. I don't know. I can. I can act through a lot of things. I can get through a lot of unpleasant things. I don't know that I'm quite equipped for that.
It is pretty fucked.
I don't know what to do about the blood feast. If we're expected to be there, I can't.
Can you save like a
Abby, who are the people who are food? Where did they come from?
Where are they
I
kept?
I personally have not done like a documentary investigation into the origins of their food, but usually it's mortals of some sort that they get down here.
The problem
Turtles?
is we
Mhm.
would save these. If we do save these, who's going to save the next ones?
I
Yeah.
mean, that
There's
we
going to
aren't.
be
It is.
multiple blood feasts
Yeah, but
per
we
It's not
race.
can't.
that simple.
We're not gods. We can't save the whole
Yeah,
world. But
you do
I
what
think
you
at a
can.
certain.
Another
Yeah, we're
reason
powerful individuals, and with I'm not quoting Spider-Man. We're powerful individuals, and it is therefore our
Great
responsibility.
responsibility.
It is therefore important for us when we come across people that we can help. Oh God, listen to me, guys. This is ridiculous.
Am
Why am
I
I the one having
am
to
I
argue to
rubbing
help
off on
people?
you or something?
This is ridiculous.
I know last I
That's-
heard you guys were like in clubs with blood raining down on you. You guys were just basking in it.
I know.
Now we're doing
Unfortunately,
drugs and stuff.
I have to be at the party and most likely be right next to my father. So what
You can do that.
what
That's a great
power
space
can
for
I do?
you.
Can
Well,
I
you can
Let's
you
not.
can do the whole listening thing for clues, right? You can do you have to be there. You can do the investigating. You're smart. You
That's
can
not.
investigate and try and find clues. What's up, Nebby?
one other detail you all should probably be appreciative of and bring it to your attention, another reason why I didn't think you might want to go, as there are chance that the Duchess herself might be there. And you've,
Such
The
as
what?
who?
you know, the Archduchess, leader of Avernus. She doesn't always.
Mario?
Yes.
Okay.
He kind of
What
looks
I
at
Oh,
missed?
she might
Samaris.
be mad at us.
Oh, because of yeah,
Oh.
freeing her. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
we might not go. That would actually be a very good excuse not to go.
Yeah.
A very good excuse, even for
I
your
have to
father, I
go.
think.
Yes. You do. But
You-
maybe try and avoid her notice. Tell your dad.
Well, yeah, maybe tell your dad that Zariel has it out for you.
She
Maybe
doesn't
that could
always
work.
go, just FYI, but you know, there's a chance. You know, it's a big party
Uh,
down here. People from places like Barovia showing up. Who knows where else?
I don't think showing up to my father's room again is a great idea.
I can send him a message.
What are the repercussions if you just don't go?
I don't know.
You want
Probably
him dead?
I'll be one of the
No.
feasts. I'm more like the dessert.
Can we all say we just got like really bad food poisoning?
Well,
Because, like,
okay.
you
Totally
know,
fixing
we're
that.
not used to the
Let's
If anybody here drinking the water, by
fairs
the
here.
way, don't drink the local water.
let's make it very
Not even
serious here.
No, but I drink the local blood.
Oh, you're
How
good
much
then.
Bringing
do we
down the semen.
how much do we trust Nebby here?
None.
I mean, not with my life, but like, you know, our goals are aligned right now. He can't get the book without us.
Well,
I
that
need
is
you.
kind
See,
of
we
where
need
the
we
point
need his
is.
information.
Mm,
So
We need to kick him out for a second, Warden.
Yeah, just for a moment. Just for a moment.
That's fair. I'm not gonna make a
Like
big,
like
big
10
bitchy nit
seconds.
about it.
10 seconds.
You might want to let Archie out though, because he'll just tell me everything. He's like, "Shut the fuck up!" He leaves.
Okay, 10 seconds.
10.
Regardless, we are going to be crossing Strahd. So we can either do it now, or I guess tomorrow, or whenever the hell ride starts, or whatever. Or we can do it.
I honestly think later is good
Well,
because if we
later.
do it,
It's the night before the blood feast.
Yes.
What if we just don't go? What is he going to do?
He knows where the ship is.
yeah, I
What
mean,
if we
like my
move the
worry,
ship?
I mean,
he's pretty powerful. If you don't think he can't find this ship,
he knows the ship,
yeah,
and it's because I developed it there. He knows
I
the
think
inside and out.
to answer your question, I think crossing Strahd right now is not smart. I
We
think
wouldn't
that
be
it's
doing it right
much
now.
well,
I'm going to
you
mention
know what
one
I
thing
mean,
just
right? In
for
the
your context. It's important for Ishka. I think you would know this. Um, Strahd is bound to Barovia, his soul, right? Um, if a hypothetical situation where you guys fought Strahd and defeated him outside of Barovia, he's not defeated, and he goes back and reforms in Barovia. Just
Kind
I'm
of
letting
like
you
a
guys.
reverse devil.
Yeah, so Ishka would know that. So I don't. If you, I'm assuming if you want to share that with them, you can. But you would know that for
Yeah.
considerations of what a confrontation
Ishka will
entails.
share that information.
I would fight and die rather than go to this blood feast.
I don't think you have to show up, Gordon. I think
I don't
realistically,
want Caleb. How do you feel? What do you want? I don't know. I don't think you want to go either.
No, but I have no choice.
You do.
I don't.
You do.
Nope. If he goes back to Barovia, our mother's dead.
if you displease him enough, he'd kill your mother.
What? I
Oh
didn't
yeah.
know that. What do you want?
So,
What we haven't been asking. What do you want us to do? What do you want?
well, I had to go to the blood feast.
Do you want
I
us
don't
there?
think. No,
Are you
I
sure?
think for Morai, yes, because I'm just gonna tell him that you guys are doing something to help in our
I do
cause.
have an idea about that. Um, I think one, confronting Strahd where we all in a place where we also have other enemies is not a good idea, right? Like imagine if Strahd and Zariel joined forces, we would all die, right? Terrible. So maybe save it for when we're not in Avernus, right? Like this whole just keep him on the good side until we're in a place where we aren't surrounded by enemies. E two, whatever. I think if we can easily convince Strahd that the rest of us are going to be doing infiltration, information gathering, preparing for the Hell Ride. Like there are other things that are important for us to do if we want to gain the goal, like achieve the goal of getting the book, right? I sabotaging the other people, right? Like he'll respect those things, right? He's gonna respect people who go out of their way to like
Is
get
he?
what they want, right? We can easily come up with excuses like that.
From that short interaction we had, I think he respects nobody that doesn't follow his own will.
I also think he respects strength and people who show strength.
You see my strength. You see my
Did you
butt.
see what he looked like after Akumu ate that person? That was the
Yes.
most honest reaction I'd seen all night.
Caleb, you are strong. You are just not physically strong.
Mm.
It's like, Ellie, let's go outside.
Um, the other thing, he doesn't know what the book looks like.
Are you confident in your ability to deceive him?
No. I don't think there is anything to deceive him with, but you know, you've never seen the book. How can you destroy the book? That's the one thing I need to figure out.
Well, I guess that was kind of what I was getting at, and this is really something we should all talk about, Nevi included, considering his life is on the line. Once we win and we claim the book for ourselves, what are we doing?
Well, I'm gonna
Want me to
study
attack
it real
him?
quick.
Well, or we could
Yeah.
just.
But I'm a, I don't know if Dad's gonna be there and just like hold out his hand as soon as we win the prize, and then
That
we
is
just hand it over. That's
Oof.
one thing that could happen. Um,
Well, he thinks that we need to make a copy of it anyway, so he probably won't do that, right? He thinks that we're making a copy for Nebby.
and
So
if he takes the copy, that we plan
but
A, if we
you
give him
just
the fake
what the
copy, and he finds out back in Barovia, Mom's dead.
well, we need some time to make a copy, right? That'll buy us at least a couple. You can't realistically make a copy of a legendary artifact within a day or two, right? Like he's gonna have to understand that.
Yeah, so it
We
has
have
to
some
stay with
time.
us. Unfortunately, we can't give the book over.
but what if he demands it anyway?
Why would he? It would go against his goals,
It would
right? Like
kind of go against his goals. But I guess actually, to be fair, Meta, I was not there for most of this conversation about trading the book off for a fake book.
we were gonna make a copy of it to give. What? One sec.
I mean,
Caleb
Kayla
telling you
would
guys that.
relay,
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah,
Go ahead, Charlie.
all that,
Okay, well,
what happened and everything,
uh,
and the kind of the plan.
that almost seems more. What does he care? About your machinations or our machinations.
He wants to extend the borders of Barovia, which means he wants to go. He wants to destroy the walls, so he has free reign. So instead of him dying here and going back, he can die here and pretty much show up.
And that what do you think the book would give him that ability?
He's he has his ways with spells too, but I don't know what's in the book, so I can't give you that answer. Like what's
Yeah, that's fair. But therein lies kind of my problem. What if he was just lying to you? What if he demands it immediately anyway?
we
I
have
mean,
an issue.
there's no real reason
I
for
mean,
him to wait
what
for you
if
to
it's
make a
like,
copy and give to somebody else.
He told me to make a copy. He
What if
trusted
he was
me.
lying?
what if Zariel comes in and strikes us down, like during the race because she hates us, right? Like, there's so many what ifs. We can make our plans according to what we think is most likely going to happen, right? And everything else we'll just have to deal with, right? Like, if he demands it right then, we can't let him have that book, right?
Yeah, we
Like,
fight.
well,
Yeah,
I
right
think
in front
Caleb
of
will try and talk his way out of it first. I'll try and help him.
with
We'll
my
try and
perfect charisma.
I can maybe, I could try and help with that, with talking our way out of it, like reminding him of how important it is to for us to maintain this alliance and, for our strength that is his strength. Our strength is his strength, right? That's what he thinks. I'm sure we like
Until an artifact as powerful as the book comes into play.
yeah.
I
It's
think
just
I
I'm
mean,
worried about his greed, and also I'm a little worried about Nebi. Unfortunately, he's kind of grown on me.
I like Nebby too.
I think we
Should we
should
bring him
warn
back
him.
inside?
Yes, I think we should warn him.
I mean, should we
I
trust him with this information?
I don't think we should trust him with the book copy stuff yet.
I think that
No, I think we should tell him that his life is potentially in danger, though.
I actually
Yeah.
think, you know what I think would be great? I think if we could get his help in hooking us up with his lady so that she can help make a copy of this,
Ooh,
that would
that's a good
solve
idea.
Strahd because she is more magically powerful than all of us combined and has connections that none of us could dream of.
Also, she's in the middle of Sigil,
Yeah.
which means Strahd's not doing anything to her.
Mm-hmm. If she could help
That's
us make
not.
a real copy of this, good enough to fool Strahd, that would be a lot better than anything we could come up with.
That is not a bad idea.
I know you guys keep me around for some reasons, right?
Yeah.
Good with lockpicks.
That's pretty much it.
Lockpicks and charisma checks.
That's a good
Right.
idea. I think
Maybe
we
in
should
that
talk to
case, it
him
would,
now.
yeah, in that case, maybe it's good to let Nebby in on this
He
and let him
hasn't
know that
really
he could.
shown us any reason to distrust him.
Yeah, but we don't know him that well.
He didn't tell us about the blood feast.
I think
I
he
don't
just
He
think that was
forgot.
Archie's like he
intentional.
told me
Yeah,
about it.
Yeah, I
Technically,
think he just forgot. I think he assumed we had no reason to be there.
correctly.
But we also didn't get an invite.
He just got it today. Apparently, that's what he said.
Oh,
Because we only
he didn't
qualified
tell us.
this morning. Remember when we beat Atlantheus? That was
Yeah,
like
I don't
literally
think.
this morning.
I don't think that was intentional on his part.
Hmm.
I think we should tell him.
Yeah.
Tell him
Okay.
everything.
Maybe not
Yeah.
everything, but what he needs to know.
Bring him
Yeah.
in. Nebby, come in.
Grab him.
sorry, I fell asleep on the ground. Oh, I'm tired. Sorry, we
So
were out a lot.
Yes.
We've been running around and drinking. I'm sorry. I'm just a little tipsy still.
Oh, okay.
It
we
makes
need
me
to
sleepy.
focus.
Okay, I'm here. What's up?
Well,
You're not gonna sacrifice me on the blood feast, are you?
no,
No.
actually the opposite.
Okay.
We're keeping the book.
We're no, we're not.
Whoa,
We
whoa,
are.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Stop
Not
Okay.
fucking with
keeping the
him,
book.
Caleb. Strahd also wants the book. We do not want Strahd to get the book,
Okay.
right?
Tracking.
Right. So we're
Tracking.
still aligned with you, right? We think it's way safer for the lady to have the book.
Okay.
However, Strahd wants the book. Strahd's not used to being told no. We can't tell him no. Otherwise, we'll all die.
Okay.
Including you.
So, how helpful do you think your lady would be able to be in making a copy of this book to give to him?
Okay.
Something
You want
obviously
the
that wouldn't
lady to help
work
make a
for
copy.
him,
Yeah.
right? Something that wouldn't work as well, like nothing that would actually give him the ability to do the things that the Book of Vile Darkness does, but
The
something that could fool
lady.
him.
The lady on one hand could help, but she's not necessarily good. If you follow me, she has her interest, and so she won't do this out of the kindness of her heart. I already, we have an agreement for the book and such.
I would insight check this.
Okay, go roll an insight check.
Because I feel like he just said that.
What's he saying?
Okay, so what Caleb caught was he was getting this book, so no bad person get this, and he just literally said that he's not good.
Which leaves neutral, right? Leaves like.
You're gonna roll an insight check.
Can you go back to kind of what Nippy was saying? Because it was kind of like, I don't think we had fully finished yet.
No, it's
and we were
okay.
curious what he was going to say.
With what he's kind of spitting out, Caleb, with your insight check, it's she's not necessarily, he's not kind of like, I'm putting this to a good person. He's going, I'm putting it to the safest place I can think of. And it's someone who also maybe is not a good person, but she's not going to use it. If that makes sense.
Well, she is like a bank vault. A bank vault is neither good or bad.
So she's like, this is the book of vital fucking darkness. So she'll keep that. I don't think she won't ever sell it. That is going to be a prized possession. People might try and rob her and stuff, but you good luck trying to rob the fucking lady. Okay.
We are more than willing to give her this book.
Okay.
More
So
than willing.
you might have to pay for a copy,
Fine.
but
the
she's
alternative,
just knows
to
like
be fair,
she is.
the alternative
Mm-hmm.
is that Strahd would take the book, right? Like, so she can help
But-
us make a copy so she can get the book, right?
But that's
Or Strahd is going to take the book from us, right? If we can't get a copy made.
Let me,
So it's in her best interest to
just
help
so
us
you
make this
know,
copy.
she is more of a collector, not a builder. If you follow me,
that's what I gathered.
she's, as far as I can tell, I don't know. She is a mysterious person. She has some magic. Maybe she can make a copy. Who in the universe, the multiverse, can make the Book of Vile Darkness as a copy? Like, what happens? I mean, do you know anyone who can make a working copy? Because what happens if you give Straw the copy and it doesn't matter who fucking makes it? I mean,
It's about time.
oh, time.
It's about giving, because a book of this caliber, right, is going to take time for him to decode and learn and practice and work through. And if someone can make a copy that has just enough mistakes that he can't quite get all the spells to work, can't quite, figure it out, the translations, you know what I mean?
One thing I'm going to give you guys as information, and Caleb,
Mhm.
you would know this as a truth. Remember, put aside anything we all think about what we know about Strahd as a character. Like you mentioned, he knows spells, right? This version of Strahd is not like a wizard. He's not a practitioner. He has some innate abilities of magic, but you, Caleb, through your relationship with him, he relies on you. That's why you even mentioning that you can make a copy was you roll an Arcana check. He trusts your ability and relies on it. So the person who would be helping him through that process of the book is Caleb. I think you know that as a truth.
We need a copy that Caleb could work off of to help him.
Yeah. That would
Okay.
make sense.
Which you could do yourself.
Yeah. But I still want to read the true book.
You don't fucking read it, my friend.
Oh, why not?
It's the Book of Vile Darkness, man. Even I've heard stories, man. That shit will consume your
bad.
soul and eat you alive.
Yeah.
And if you're successful, you might come out evil, Caleb. I mean, maybe you are evil, Caleb. You all seem kind of skirting the line of just kind of being whoever you want to be, but like maybe it'll push you into a level that you're like evil. I don't know. It's not made for just normal mortals to read.
Maybe I'm already evil.
No, Caleb, you're not, and we don't want you to become evil.
You could be. Oh.
Feel the act of questioning that means you're not evil.
Take a leaf out of your sister's book. Just say no.
What? Read out of my sister's book?
Take a leaf out of your sister's book and just say no.
Oh. No.
Are you druids?
Say no to the Book of Vile Darkness.
Yes. Thank you, Samaris.
As
one
person
page.
who is supposed to be
No.
having ownership of this according to our agreement, I do not think you should read it. I think you should just bullshit yourself into a way of something like whatever. But you're going to have to figure out how to prove to Strahd that, it's the real thing. And I don't know, man. You guys seem really fucking scared of him. I think he's just going to be like, this is bullshit. Fuck you. And he'll try to eat you.
I'll put some glittering lights on there. Something. LED lights.
Well, even I know, and let me know if you don't think this is inappropriate, like if this is too meta, Nate, but like in my mind, like arcane tricksters get their spells from the wizard spell list, right? And like the spell I'm thinking of is on the wizard spell list, so it's like potentially like Lorelai might have heard of this before. But I know that there's a spell that can like imbue things with a magic aura. Like maybe Caleb, you could learn that spell, and we can, cool, and you can use that to imbue this book with a magic aura we can read the aura of the real book, and you can replicate that and put it in the fake one.
Yeah, can you make aura
Minor
of
illusion.
ultimate evil?
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
There's like abjuration, divination, ultimate evil.
What is it? One of the boys farts? I wish
It's a
Archie
bad
was.
idea.
I mean, even minor illusion would work.
No, minor illusion lasts a minute.
I'll just keep casting it.
Is it necessary
Dude.
if Strahd doesn't?
Lorelai almost like goes to slap Caleb. Take this seriously.
I want to hear what Samara says because she's been listening.
Yeah. Just, I mean, it's a minor question, but is it necessary if Strahd relies on Caleb's like magical knowledge? Like, can Strahd like sense magical auras?
You said he has an innate ability with magic, right? And detect magic is a first level spell. I would say
Oh,
most
okay.
people with
Okay, yeah.
some level of magic would probably be able to at least discern something about a magical aura enough to tell whether it's like, hey, this is a super powerful artifact, or like, this feels like a first level spell scroll. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I
Well,
have an idea, but I wonder if it's best to tell you all because
Mm.
then if you know, you would not be able to deceive Strahd as
What?
easily.
Really? Me?
That is.
did you steal the book?
You
I don't know.
you underestimate my abilities to remain silent.
I don't know.
Are they lying?
That's
Are they lying?
I mean, I think that is a good point.
You would know, Samara. Are they
is who
lying?
is who lying?
Your friends. You're a lie detective. Okay, you were just bullshitting me. Okay, fuck you.
I do think that
I
that's a good point. But
yeah, I mean, the book could be stolen. A great many number of things could happen to it in between when we receive it or are supposed to receive it and when we're supposed to give it to Strahd.
There's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers down here who want that fucking
Mhm.
book. It's like you
Right?
could frame one. Oh, that'd be juicy.
Yeah.
that's a possibility.
Well,
Easier than
You know, I feel
I
like
still worry about Caleb's mom in that case.
yeah. Do you think he's the kind of guy like if you fail, does he just kind of like kill y'all's moms or what? Or is it just
I mean,
like,
sounds like it.
oh no, we were
She's-
thwarted?
She's innocent one.
He's
And didn't,
actually
like,
a lot
brother
nicer.
fail?
Yeah.
I don't. This is going to sound quite terrible. So, say he does kill your mother. That is not, and hasn't been the end in the past. Say he kills her, and eventually we are rid of him. It is not the end of your mother, if that makes sense. Yes?
Well,
For most people, death kind of like is the end.
Not for people like us.
Yeah, but she's not one of us, right? Like you're you. You can come back from death.
if
I don't know
The
that
thing
I
ab-
could,
well,
guys, unless you
it's
do
kind
something
of-
about it.
if we take down the walls of Barovia, her soul is now free.
Mm.
And if her soul is free,
And
she can be
so
brought
will, and so will Strahd's.
back. Ooh.
Sounds terrible.
Well, this is complicated.
could she be brought back to life in Barovia? I have magic of that sort now.
She'll be reincarnated
Ooh.
to a husk.
What
Or
if
not a
Strahd's
husk, but
soul is not allowed to escape?
that's why he wants the walls be put down.
And just as a
So I
little
can
extra
take over.
texture too, there's a couple people who have wanted the mists of Barovia taken down. The Raven Queen and Sharon, and yeah, and Strahd. There's a lot of people who want that
Ishka.
to happen, but
Ishka, I know. Sorry, Kaylin, what were you going to say?
If the walls are taken down, the souls will be free from Barovia to travel,
Including Strahd's.
including Strahd's, if he dies. But the problem is, he's relinquishing power. Myself.
Yeah, look, I'm going to take a big step back, and maybe we'll end with this comment because it's 11:35, and since I know everyone's a little addled, and we can be able to pick up with a fresher mind, right, for you guys to be battle planning with all of these parts. One thing you did pick up with one of our old interactions with Strahd RP way back in the day, is that he realizes when he does or like one of his strengths and is his prison, because again, if he dies, he just goes back there and is reformed. He's bound to Barovia. But he has this kick for legacy right now and beyond himself. And he knows that once the mist goes down, he'll be vulnerable to permadeath, essentially, right? So he's like aware of that vulnerability and he's like willing to take it. There was even this moment where he kind of like insinuated to Calum, like, he's thinking beyond himself, and that's why he's obsessed with children and his legacy. So I'm just like putting that in position for Calum, knowing the personality of Strahd and the mechanics behind it of like, oh, and he knows he's vulnerable, et cetera, et cetera. So
it's just another variety of lich.
Wait, so clarifying question to make sure I'm understanding, because again, playing in Curse of Strahd, it's like the vibe is like the mists are never going away, we're stuck here forever.
Yeah.
In this version of Strahd, I was reading it as he wanted to expand Barovia. He wants to take down the borders of Barovia, basically.
For expansion, he has a dream of empire, and he cannot go any farther because of the mist. It's imprisoning him and the expansion of Barovia. As you can tell,
people want to take down
the
walls to like conquer him, and like and or Raven Queen wants to reap those souls, right?
To get the souls back into a natural process. Sharon and Raven Queen are aligned on that. Yeah.
So Strahd is willing to free those souls, not like he's like excited about it, but like willing that as a consequence of him expanding. Okay.
To release his curse. Yep. Yep.
Okay.
And let his siblings rule the rest.
Cool. Yeah, it's 11:38. I think I like that we're getting. Anybody have any more questions about that they want to clarify? I'm not trying to cut it off because I think that was really good things to dig into and understand and stuff.
Yeah, no, those are helpful things to know.
Cool.
Now that we're getting closer to the Strahd's storyline.
Yep, and thank you guys for letting me pull that in. I wanted to raise the stakes and kind of bring the story in a little bit closer and a little more immediate rather than hanging out in the
complicated.
Yep. Juicy. Also get the spotlight off of just Megan and having to make all of the all the stress is on me. Let's spread the stress out.
I love to make decisions. I don't stress out about it.
I know you love being the center of attention for it and making all the important decisions.
Go back to Megan's stuff. Later, I don't want this no more.
Also, I couldn't wait to bring Shaw in. I'm so excited. Cool. All right, guys. I'll sign off there so everyone go to bed. GG's. I'm so excited.
Bye.
Juicy, juicy, juicy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.